comes to.
Right here. There's a champagne.
So, good morning. I said,
Yes. There's a lot of count.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, you're shouting. Energy.
Phil, take off your hat. Oh my goodness. And it's so wonderful to have Helen Appiah Ampofo return and join us here on the show. So is Patrice, who is popping the ceremonial champagne for us.
I'm not going to say that this was a fairly lackluster welcome. I mean, very warm as per. I've missed you all. Lovely to get hugs from everybody this morning.
Some people,
hugs,
not everybody.
Hugs, kakrana with the pampers. Hugs, kakrana with the milk. Ashapo gets him kakra.
Yeah.
Sembeni. Just hugs like that.
Oh no, we'll get into all
Today, I'm bringing the susu box.
We are going to raise the little one together. We will raise the little one together.
It's not called my intention because at the end of measure, we have to, get together. Hey!
Helen Appiah Ampofo.
Dear parents.
Of present no, don't accuse me of current memory. Don't accuse me.
Hey,
how are you?
I am fantastic.
I've missed you like Jesus missed all the sinners.
I've missed you even more.
Oh, fantastic.
Let me pop it again.
Please, why not give me my feeding bottle?
You two pop yours.
I mean,
we go pop champagne. For Helen and Helen alone. Helen Appiah Ampofo.
I'm sure there are
of present memory.
More celebrations to come. This cannot be the champagne.
No. We'll do. The way we do. The way we do.
You know how we do. Okay.
We do it like
So now, what is the request? Is it Pampers or champagne? Which one would you prefer?
School fees.
Hey.
No.
Milk.
No. Dear parents. Keklang dear better. Dear parents, no so but we'll do what we do.
I didn't know one can hear. Johnny one can hear.
Dear parents.
No, nobody told you about it.
Hey!
So when
I thought the whole thing was why a bow tie photo shoot.
So when you were laughing at me, you didn't expect it.
I never expected it.
You never expected it.
I didn't expect it.
Expected it.
Now I'm expecting it.
You know,
oh man.
Somebody will say you didn't knew.
I didn't knew.
I think one thing that I've come to expect from you on social media these days is like the posts as to how all of this is surprising.
Yes.
How you have to wake up with
don't know. You have to ask us, we'll tell you.
Patrice, I was telling you this morning that you should sleep all your sleeping now.
No,
really,
because
sleep all
when it happens to you, you feel it.
Sleep every sleep.
Feel it.
I'm telling you, song request.
There's one thing I've always clamored for. Parenting must be taught in schools.
Nobody will teach you.
Parenting must be taught.
Parenting
must be taught.
You feel it.
Parenting must be taught. Marriage must be taught. These two things are very cardinal.
How do you teach marriage?
So let me just tell you. Yes. It is.
I can understand parenting.
It must be taught.
Maybe you need a lot of patience.
If you have Wasaberema and Obrimpo at home, nobody will teach you anything.
They are teaching you.
They will finish you. Yeah.
But on a more serious note, marriage and parenting must be taught, because these are the two cardinal things that create society.
You see, Helen is now not talking about this overcast. You see, now everybody is behaving. Somebody is teaching somebody how to behave.
No, I've met my meter. I tried to slip out of the bed today,
but you cannot do anything. You'll be held. Yes.
But it's good for people to know all
this morning
before they walk into
Yeah,
it.
this morning.
No. This morning you were just.
Where are you going? Or see what going from?
See, when I wake up at 3, then Kuku is awake. I said, oh, Chairman, I had to go and look for bread. He said, no, Daddy, he lie with me. I said, Kai.
You lie bad.
I mean,
I'm happy Helen has arrived.
Yeah.
It is.
But your dress is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Charlie, you
thank
came
you
back
so
with a
much.
big bang.
Oh yes, I'm so
Eloy should be
excited
proud
to
of you. Allah.
You did it.
You did it. Throughout, you did it.
Oh, tomorrow I'll bring my handkerchief.
Oh, boy.
You see, all the data you are hearing here, expect the difference. You go pretty soon.
And
you'll
be faced in your true colors.
I'm telling you, it is well.
But anyways, it is good. Parenting must be taught in schools. Marriage must be taught. Marriage must be taught.
I mean, parenting, I will agree, right?
So let me explain the marriage must be taught.
Marriage, I
cannot be
don't
taught.
see how
You
that
can
is
teach.
taught.
No, you see, the point is that,
In
so,
fairness.
you know, marriage is very critical. So much to the extent that we say that the rate of divorce,
they won't teach you.
the rate of divorce is on the
Isn't that
rise.
what counseling is there for?
No. You see, counseling is even wrong because counseling is done after both of you believe you are in love.
Patrice.
So it is wrong. We are counseling some two
Jigwe.
people who have decided already that
Jigwe.
they are attracted to each other.
Jigwe.
Yes, mommy.
Hold on. Yes, Daddy.
Okay.
Ekamansa, did she teach you marriage? she won't tell you what it is.
Oh,
Experience, you go feel them.
yeah.
When you finish feeling it, then you yourself, you teach yourself that,
Yeah.
oh, Charlie,
So,
finally I have arrived.
That all the experiences that you're going through now, you just need to keep it to yourself or you have to share to others.
Oh, no, Helen, don't answer. It's a
Great.
police question.
No, great. So you get it?
It's a police
So
question.
It's very essential that you share your experiences with others. Just like you're telling me to sleep all my sleep now.
Yes, please. Sleep it.
Great. So you see,
Sleep tonight. Sleep early.
exactly.
Sleep for me.
Exactly. So what it is that it must be taught. People must know.
Okay.
Otherwise, you face it, you meet it, and it becomes something strange to you. But
Otherwise,
if you are taught it,
go and ask your grandfather.
I agree to some extent. You gotta know those that
you
know
must
should
know.
give you the
There
apple.
must key things that you must know.
Helen,
Yeah.
But
slow down.
Marriage, it must be
Right
taught.
now. Right now.
How to
right
marry.
now, the experience is allowing a lot of
Yes,
things.
how to marry, who to marry, how to choose the person to marry, how the two of you would gel. So look at it. So you remember speaking to somebody on sickle cell some time back.
Yeah.
What causes it? When two idiots fall in love. Yeah, no.
Take your time.
They don't ask.
We are
they
not
don't ask.
fighting each other.
Yes, they don't ask the salient question. Do you carry the sickle? Do you carry this before we go on anything? They don't. They fall in love and then they realize that they have it, and it's difficult for them to break up. There are 2 doctors in this country who have done it. Now they're having difficulty in getting a child.
Jigwe.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I'm not.
You have to calm down.
Be calm.
There's a lot of yeah.
Look,
we are in this together.
And you know why I'm saying he should come up, because I think somewhere in SHS is a basic school. They began talking about sickle cell. It's been embedded in somewhat in the education. So you're told about this and the fact that you need to check is it ASSS?
Yes, and all those things.
I've known this since I was in basic school, right? Yeah. So you don't walk in and then you're pretending as if it's raining roses left and right and all of that.
So primary school,
that is being taught, and the aspect of who to marry. If you have conversations with older folks, that comes up once a while. Somebody is.
Chairman,
that's what I'm saying. That
Chairman,
a number of the things you'll experience, unless maybe my life is completely different.
You fall in love without knowing it.
Is there anything we need to know?
I'm accusing you now, publicly.
On the front page of the Daily
Yeah.
You better.
Also on the front page of the Inquisitor.
You better on the front page of the news center.
But wait, how are we doing it this morning?
No,
So we
start.
get
Go ahead.
Get straight into the
So
All right.
Helen is avoiding me by all means.
see me in the back room.
No, I'll see you. We'll do it the way we do it.
The way we do it.
Fantastic.
Let's get sucked straight into it. I've got a number of papers in front of us.
Okay, right. Okay.
And unless anything has changed, we'll run you through the headlines and get into
Go ahead.
the details.
We'll get into the details.
All right, the Daily Democrat this morning says nothing but the truth. You and I will assess if that is the case. Mahama restores tour to power reset agenda. Also, from hospitals to prisons, Ghana Medical Trust Fund extends lifeline behind bars. And then we have cybersecurity experts declare war on scammers and fraudsters. And best believe they are finding some very interesting ways of trying to get into you and I's mobile money wallets. You have to be on guard. KNUST must turn innovation into enterprise. Dr. Julius Debra speaking. And the Rawlings Foundation, a pillar of legacy preservation and national commemoration. The custodian newspaper, fearless, fair, and reliable. My mission is to make DMB presidents in 2029. Chairman Odinoho Kweku Appiah, he's speaking there. So that's his mission come 2029. Former Vice President
Dr.
Baumia will
now flag bearer of the MPP.
That's right. He says he's going to do everything to make sure that he's our president. Okay, and you've got here Dr. Baumia eulogizes late Yana, salutes new regent of Dagbon. Ghana is not safe under NDC. Minority leader decries attack on free speech and selective justice. Also, did you know, for those of you that like fried rice, Patrice, I know you like fried rice, jollof, a lot of rice dishes that go with chicken.
What have we done again?
Ghana spent 2.84 billion Ghana city, not million or billion, to import frozen chicken just last year.
And you know,
excited about it.
rice, chicken, sugar, oil. We spend a lot of it. All of it takes 3 months to just produce. And we
Just
don't,
3 months.
And we don't do that. Yeah,
I'm excited about the figures. It's good. It's good for the country.
We don't do that.
I'm happy. I'm happy to know.
So
I'm
all
very
the
happy to know.
I mean,
Congratulations to the state. I'm excited. This is good news.
Why are you excited about
This is good news.
travesty?
Yes.
2
Continue
points.
spending.
So almost 3 billion just to import frozen chicken.
Yes.
Some of the chicken doesn't even taste nice.
Helen, you know we attempted to do the Commander Sugar Factory. We don't produce a grain of sugar or a cube of sugar in this country.
Now, so you made it.
This is exciting.
But this morning, some big man who is supposed to have supervised that, he's stirring his tea.
It's imported. Then when you finish,
Imported sugar.
And I'm excited
frozen
about this
chicken.
news. Congratulations
And
to
then,
Ghana.
they,
We are
and
doing
then
good.
they will cough it down, and then when they
doing
finish,
great.
they say, "Oh, Charlie, God bless Ghana." God bless Ghana, says.
How long have you been reading these statistics?
I mean,
How long? It's been going on since.
Yeah, but must we continue?
Good news.
Must we
I'm
continue?
excited. Look, let's continue. Minister of Finance, kindly finance all these bills, okay? Pay them. All those people who are importing. At the port, allow them to come in.
So wait,
Pay.
this
I'm
is
shocked
not
that Helen is shocked.
this is not direct government of Ghana funding. No, these are private individuals, because private individuals are the ones who.
But the
import
private
chicken.
individuals sponsor
Hey.
the political parties.
It
You
drives
understand?
Ghana's what? Read it.
Oh, Patrice, they support the political parties. You know that.
Voila.
I'm just thinking about even the taste, the freshness. Why do we have to import so much frozen chicken?
Sometimes they taste the freshness. Helen, you travel.
Yes.
Patrice, you travel. Mawuena, you travel. We travel. When you taste the chicken out there, it's different. When we taste the one we have there, and yet,
What it means is that we
and
have
say,
3.65 billion Ghana cedis sitting somewhere that we have shipped out of the country to others.
That's what it means.
Yes, that's what we have shipped
That's
out.
why you are-
Let's
you are
keep it up.
applauding
I'm
them.
applauding us. We are good. We're
Hip,
good at
hip,
doing all
hip.
these things. Yeah, hooray! Let me pop this champagne.
All right. Well, that story also extends to the Today newspaper. So,
Okay.
rice, chicken, drive Ghana's 36.5 billion Ghana cities
Import.
in 2025. It's
Again.
not
Oh, yeah,
good.
yeah,
It's not good.
driving.
It's not good. Court seeks CJ warrant to sit in vacation after Tamaklo case stall. The twists and turns. It's something I know that's been trending over the weekend. EPA urges styrofoam ban after plastics found in human placenta. Wow. If you want to know what a human placenta is,
we should ask Helen Appiah Ampofo,
no, for that
who has just given us a treasure in the world.
I'm telling you, you grow a whole new organ during pregnancy, your placenta, and we're finding plastic in the placenta. I mean,
thank God our baby doesn't have placenta in the plastic in the placenta.
It's not great. This styrofoam ban, I know for us as a people, will probably face, not even probably, will face a lot of pushback. Because we want to eat in what we call pack. Everything pack. But we have banana leaves. We have all kinds of other
plantain leaves
that we can use to store our food in.
And all those ones.
All of that. Do you know that every toothbrush that has ever been produced on this planet is probably still on this earth because it doesn't decay? That plastic, where does it go?
Absolutely.
It goes into the waterways. The fish are ingesting it. We're also ingesting the fish. I mean, it's not great. It's not great. Other places have been able to survive without so much pack and stuff.
My good friends will say they don't chew pork, but Bristols come from pigs. I didn't say that.
Also on the front page of the Today newspaper, Mahama appeals for peace as late Yana's son is named regent.
All right, okay, let me do the news center this morning. That is my pick for the day, the newspaper of the day. News center has got a lot of great stories this morning. Jemfi calls for diaspora-led investment in Africa. This happened in the UK. Has a picture of Gold Board CEO Sammy Jemfi. Fuel prices surge, biting consumers hard. The story is on page 10. And then NPP declares August 6 demo over rule of law concerns. Farmers who change from cocoa to other crops risk jail. And the banner headline says, auditors flag 648.6 million Ghana cedis NPA paid to RASL. This is without evidence of verified maintenance works done. The Ghanaian Point this morning says, don't rush. Qualified applications will be called soon. This is something coming from the National Security Coordinator assuring applicants. VACO staff jubilate as Lands Minister clarifies company is not for sale. Assures government is seeking strategic investor. Who could that be? Johnny? Shall I throw in some more cash? Shall I?
No, not throwing. Anyway, the Inquisitor this morning says that poor service delivery, Delta Air, in mess, makes passengers to Ghana stranded for days at JFK. Helen was not stranded, by the way. Shift from remittances to investments. Sami Jemfi to the African diaspora. Julius Deborah urges KNUSU to turn research into jobs. Senior doctor now museum monuments approved gentleman, right?
What is it that you're driving at?
Oh, Julius Deborah's PhDs.
Yes.
Museums and
and monuments.
I didn't say anything bad.
No, you haven't said anything bad, but I mean, that is quite significant. That's a very serious thing.
It's okay.
I'm just trying
Why are we shouting together?
So what I'm saying is... It's a good thing.
It's a good thing,
No, what he's saying is a good thing.
Because I just noticed that on the Daily Democrat, and I saw, Dr. Julius Deborah. And I thought, okay, I must have missed.
Something.
I think it was last weekend.
Why would you miss it? You have been away.
I think it was the weekend before.
So we are getting back to the point where you are being, they are dealing with you at home. Our daughter is doing something to you now that we are... It's not easy, it will be fine. Parliament approves landmark cocoa board reform. On the front page of the Informa newspaper, you have not arrived yet. Economist warns government as Ghanaians struggle to fuel economic recovery. Also, AG OSP therefore, Supreme Court applauded. A legal expert warns against AG overreach and protect your territory. Koku Anyidoho demands stronger quadrilles to save Ghana's journalism. Okay.
I think I heard him. He was raising some concerns about sticking to accurate reporting and safeguarding media freedoms, amongst other things. Yeah. Okay. I think he spoke to either Channel 1 or is it City.
He says journalists have done what?
Encouraging.
This was what
accurate reportage.
This was what Kojo Ponkroma did. He tries to correct everybody's question.
Accurate reportage.
He couldn't.
Okay, so I have some 3 others.
Relax. He tries to correct everybody's question, but he couldn't insist on his people doing the right thing.
Oh,
yeah. And
so,
then when he appeared before the vetting committee in Parliament for a second term, they asked him about ABC, media, blah, blah, blah. He couldn't answer the question. But he tries to correct all of us.
Oh, is that Koku? Or Kojo?
I said this was what Kojo did. But you have practiced longer than Kojo. And I practiced as equal as he has practiced.
Okay.
So we're done with the papers, right?
No,
relax. Are you fighting all of us?
Dame and Attorney General Lockhorn Suba said in acquittal. Adjo Safo defies court battle, bids final farewell to Apostle Kwejo Safo. NPP takes fight to Mahama, announces nationwide democracy protest. Yeah.
Adjo Safo went ahead with the film.
Yes.
But there was an injunction. Oh.
Well, so we held it, but she worked.
You know, there's a fascinating way.
You have a law background.
All of that has been described.
Okay. Do the Times.
And then you do the Daily Guide.
Okay.
There was an injunction.
Yes, so we can, after which I'll take us online for a review of
Guide. Oh, no, you have to know. Let's listen to
No, ladies
Are you
first.
shocked at Adjo Safo's?
Not at all.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Okay.
Disclaimer held for you.
All right. Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times this morning. TOR is back ready to champion energy security. You've got the President of the Republic pictured here on the front page. President Mahama is declaring UCC must train problem solvers, not rote learners. Sam Jonah also pictured here. And don't assent to tribunals bill. Minority leader urges president. You know that bill has been passed, as far as I'm aware, or is it still in the works?
I think it's still in the works.
Still in the works.
After its passage, it was brought back before the House because certain amendments had to be made to a specific provision. So what was passed had it that the Chief Justice was to make appointments to the regional tribunals.
Right.
Okay.
And then post the act passage in Parliament.
Yes, it was brought back and it was amended to make it the president. Right, so the president, in consultation with the Judicial Council, will make appointment to the regional tribunals.
But the Chief Justice is also a member of the
Judicial Council, yes. Right. So he will contribute towards affirming and deciding who the president should appoint. Then the Chief Justice is responsible for appointment to the district tribunal. So that was the changes that have been made. It will go through a cleaning process again before it will be ferried now to the president. So
I look forward
give or
to
take a week or two, perhaps.
Going back to Parliament, you know, this issue of tribunals is such a polarizing topic.
Very.
Those who think that it should be completely scrapped feel so deeply. And those who feel that it most certainly, you know, has a place in our judicial system now more than ever. For those who say these slow wheels of justice, they feel as though the tribunals will help. But for the politicians, they think it's an opportunity for a bit of tit for tat. But I've got my own thoughts. I'm sure you do as well. I'm sure it's something we can also get into at some point because it's certainly going to go back in that conversation.
I mean, should the president assent to it, we'll resurrect the entire conversation.
Our history with tribunals in this country has not been too exciting for many people, and many people have their pushback regarding, you know, why we should bring back tribunals, etc. We'll wait for the coming days.
Let's do that. Ghana records some 148 billion Ghana cedi trade surplus, and that is it for the front page. Okay, very quickly on the back page. 2 kois get license to cultivate cannabis. What is a koi? Okay, I'll find that out. But they've got the license to cultivate cannabis. I'm certain this is for medicinal purposes, not for mere, or shall I say, enjoyment. UMass GNFS inaugurate fire station to boost campus security. All right.
Okay, Daily Guide this morning says, move beyond remittance to investments, Gold Board CEO to diasporas. UCC must produce job-ready graduates. This is by Sam Jonah. Sam Jonah. Tribunals are kangaroo courts, minority leader says. It's got the picture of Alexander Apenyo marking. And Dame criticizes Sedina Tamaklo's acquittal. Man jailed 10 years for defiling stepdaughter, also on the front page of the Daily Guide. And Kampukuya Na Yakubu Abukari and skinned Dagba Regent. So that is the Daily Guide for this morning.
Online now, or there's, I think, the Daily Guide.
The Informer is here. Says,
the graphic is not here.
The graphic, no.
Okay, so the Informer then.
So let's do the Informer, then we can go handle the graphic. You have not yet arrived. No, I think this has been read. Yeah, I think this has been dealt with by,
Right.
So
let me take you online. 3news.com. Appointment to local governance level should be a thing of the past. Oko Vanderpoel is saying this. That's a former Accra mayor, right? No term limit for elected DCs. Let the people decide through votes. He's here again. 15 suspected illegal miners arrested near Sanso School. President Mahama commissions refurbished Tema Oil Refinery crude distillation unit. Ghana Police recruitment validation ongoing. Medically fit applicant still under consideration. NigeriaOnline.com this morning. Fuel prices could change daily as bulk oil distributors abandon fixed pricing module. Political parties should move towards open primaries to deepen internal democracy. Professor Kwesi Prempeh, when they come for you, send them to me. Sam Jonah's message to new UCC Vice Chancellor. A university waiting for government money is planning its own funeral. Sam Jonah. Court saved Ghana referendum caused by striking down delegate system. Professor H. Kwesi Prempeh is saying this, and Samuel Uku questions government over fresh fuel price hikes, demands answers on levy promise. City Newsroom, stop speaking negatively about Ghana, believe in its future. President Mahama is saying this. ISA questions cost of fiscal stabilization as CAPEX capital expenditure misses target by 41%. ECG announces planned power outages in part of Volta OT. Mountain of evidence was ignored. Tiayeboa criticizes Sedina acquittal and fire sweeps through girls' dormitory at Wa Islamic SHS. Ghana Web, Asiedun Ketia explains why he is pained after Wuntumi's jailing.
Aye.
That's interesting.
Okay. It says he's pained.
I'll get details of that. Akufo-Addo fingered in blame game over Wuntumi's conviction. Know the forbidden delicacies at Menchia Palace kitchen. 2 die in fatal crash at Dompoase. And at Tamils change my leadership approach. Wejagbawi MP. And do share your thoughts with us just quickly as well via WhatsApp number 053 220 0927 053 220 0927. Perhaps what I want to start off with is Sedun Ketia say he's paying us to Wuntumi's jailing. That story is on
Ghana Web.
Ghana Web, right?
Okay.
So the national chair of the NDC, Johnson Sedun Ketia, stated that he is paying that the Ashanti regional chair of the NPP, Bernardine Chiboesiako, known popularly as Chairman Wuntumi, will no longer be able to become the NPP's national chairman. Oh, okay. According to him, his sadness over Wuntumi's 20-year sentence stems solely from the fact that it has effectively ended his chances of contesting for the NPP national chairmanship position. An outcome he believes would have made it easier for the NDC to win future elections.
So you see the drill.
I think they call this one a backhanded compliment, isn't it? What is he saying? That if Chairman Wuntumi had that national chairmanship role, what, because of his persona,
Well, possibly.
It wouldn't
They believe
to the benefit
it would
of
have
the
inured
NPP.
to the NDC, right? And now that he's not there to be listening, Helen, there's a special message for you though. It says it's great to have you back, and that they miss you repeating "want to miss cry" when he was arrested.
What did he even say?
Sorry,
oh.
I
mean, I must say, I have been, following what's been going on in 20 years behind bars. It's
today we should dedicate like special 20 minutes for you to react to all of the stories that have happened while you were away, because I would love to hear your thoughts on some of them.
What have been some of the biggest things that have transpired?
To me, jailing, I think, top of the list.
You know, when he was initially, this was sometime last year, when he had been picked up by, who was he picked up by last year?
Iyoko, and then there was national security which surrounded his home. And
yes, he was in the grips of Iyoko, and they said he wasn't eating much. He said he was eating 4 boiled eggs today, tomorrow 2 boiled. And I know the prison food is not good. You know, Agrada has been online sharing how difficult it is to go behind bars. And I think that message, we should cut it so that everybody listening, if you want to go and commit a crime today, listen to what Agrada says. She said it's not easy. The way they'll wake you up in the morning. Ghana prison.
Yeah, prison is not easy. I've visited that place a couple of times. I was a prisons ambassador when.
I thought you were going to say you were a prisoner.
Oh no.
Just clear it up. You are not a prisoner.
Prisoner, they are no shikakra.
I was a prisoner a few days. Anytime you enter that place, you're a prisoner until you get out.
Okay.
Because everything in there is what you experience.
Okay.
So when I got in there, I was like, how deplorable. How deplorable. And it's very dehumanizing for you to see that for some people, they are not there because they've committed any heinous crime. They are just there because they've been on remand.
For years.
Yeah, dockets have been missing, so they are just in there, or there's nobody coming further to pursue the case, or they don't have funding to pursue their case. So it was a mixed bag of people in there, much as there were criminals in there. So what you said makes a lot of sense. Be very mindful and careful the decisions that you take today, because tomorrow, if you walk in there, you would be lumped together with all those other people who are terrible criminals. But then the state of our prisons is not too good, and I've never seen or heard anybody come up with the idea that, okay, let me follow the Danish principle of correctional institutions, where people even go there and feel like they are living better than their homes. What it is that we always give it that name that is a correctional institution, but it is not. When you go in there, people lay in, and I am telling you literally, as sardines. Head here, yes, like they are packed. They are packed. Their bathrooms terrible. Food that they eat bad.
What kind of food? What kind of food are they eating over there?
So the food they eat is the regular things that you see. Maybe people eat on what's the name? Dormitories and all this kind of thing. So the kenke, the banku, and all those things. But they are not prepared under hygienic conditions, because all goes in for everybody. We don't have places where somebody can just go and say, I want to purchase rice, properly cooked, I want to eat omutu, I want to eat fufu, I want to eat. No, it is a prisoner's food. It's like we are teaching you the rigors of what happens to a personality when they decide to go awry, they do things that are not in line with law. But it is wrong. Not everybody in there. Maybe so for example, there was a guy that we spoke to. What happened? So he had been given money to purchase a house for someone, and he gave the money to somebody he thought who said he represented the owner of the house.
Right.
For him, he had done his background check, only for the matter to turn out that the person who was claiming that he was the owner was not, because there was a matter that had gone to the courts and the ownership had changed. He claimed he asked around and everybody said, oh, the house belongs to Helen. I mean, everybody knows. But apparently, it had changed to Mawuena.
Okay.
So he had to pay back the monies. He was trying to arrange, but then the point is that he's there. And it was a very decent, exactly.
Oh my God.
So for somebody like that, you would expect that he needs not be treated as though he's somebody who's going to kill,
together
that kind of thing.
With persons who committed heinous crimes and all of that.
You see, every time we speak to issues as though, oh, this ought to be what should the situation must be in the country. But nobody's taking the steps to. I'm yet to see somebody say that, or a group of people say that we've come together, we've put up a proper correctional institution.
I think the Pentecost Church put up a modern prison facility.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly where it's stationed, but the Pentecost Church, they built a facility and handed it over to the prison service.
But I mean, Patrice, how do we even begin to address something like that when, for even those of us who are not prisoners, we can't even see how far? Where do we even start? For those of us who have our liberties, we're trying to eat better, live better.
Yeah.
It's like on the scale of priorities, I can see how that issue, falls down the ladder, because some of the other priorities we haven't even been able to see a matter at all.
So you see the NPP is going on a demonstration. They are saying what? The rule of law, justice turned upside down, Kojo upon Nkrumah, and so on and so forth. But, so this is the point. So it is just possible that the justice system may not get it correct. I watch the investigative channel a lot, and sometimes they tell you that this person was sentenced to 70 years, 40 years. It turned out that the person was not the one who committed the crime.
That's right.
So my point is that do not see everybody or categorize them or profile them as the same. You get it? So it is just possible that somebody may be there. It doesn't mean that you need to cut off the person or clip the person's wings, cut off their toes, everything.
Like they are not a human anymore.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that's what our prisons are like.
Yes, but we should have the prisons that deal with these criminals, crack ones, the Atayis, the murderers, the armed robbers, and all those things. It must be there for them if it is proven. Because, for example, there was something that happened at Adabraka or this, you can see the person.
So like a maximum security prison, like how you have in other jurisdictions.
You should have that one for those people. And then those who like just regular, normal issues that
security prisons, not maximum, right?
Lucky
so
him.
That classification is there, but as to whether
or not it
is on the ground is another conversation.
My point is that when you speak to a lot of the prison wardens, and every prison warden is a prisoner, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to us,
there's something.
Oh wait, every prison warden there was once.
No.
He's just trying to euphemistically suggest
you are there with them every time.
Yeah, you're a prisoner.
You
pretty much
you eat their food, you sleep, because you need to tackle them. What irks me is when you see them walking around town with the prisoners. Those
yes.
It is so bad. I don't know who would say I want to be that, unless of course these are a special category of prison wardens. Because you see them walking or strutting along the road, long distances with these people, and they are walking in their boots. And I'm like, why do we do this? And you see the prisoners come to your car, flagging you, get something from. The whole mindset is so warped. I just don't get it. You agree with me that it's a dead country. You always agree with me that it's a dead country.
I don't agree with you.
Sorry, but it is a dead country.
Which one is a dead country?
I don't know how we've gone from prisons to arguments
because
about
when you see the things that happen to these people, look, they produce a lot of things also in there. They are taught carpentry.
Yeah.
They are taught crafts and all those things. And I'm saying, what people would categorize as the low-hanging fruits. So these are people who have been incarcerated. They are somewhere. This is free labor for us, for them to do a lot of work, a lot of things. Much as they are being tutored in knowing and learning how to produce certain things, I think that is where we need to focus more. A lot of I saw they use the coconut fiber for doormats and floor mats and all those things. It is done in the prisons.
You see,
I see.
The part where all of the argument as to labor from prisons, you face strong resistances. A lot of EU markets, the US market, they are against using labor of prisoners in production.
Oh, that is for them.
But they also do it.
No, I'm just saying that it could be one of the resistance you face in terms of production and meeting demand and all of that. But generally, I mean, everything Patrice has said is very right. If I've received a message which even speaking about remand, for instance.
It's
persons
terrible.
who are on remand.
Terrible.
Look, we go from time to time and we talk about this, right? We'll talk about, the remand prisoners, something should be done about it, and all of that. But in reality, it's really sad.
You know what it's like in this life? If something feels so far removed from you, it's very difficult for you to sympathize, empathize until that issue arrives at your doorstep, and one day you too are facing a loss of your liberty. You don't take these things too seriously.
The remand. I know there's been attempts, justice for all, and all of that.
They now have courts in Sawam where
they try to sit.
So they just rapidly deal with issues like that. So nobody stays there for long and all that. So if you're lucky and you have somebody in there, they can quickly push your case. It's gone through, and then quickly you are out because they believe the place is congested.
In fact, Patrice, next time you go, I want to go with you.
Really? No problem.
I want to go with you. It's something
problem.
I'm interested in learning about. People say once you visit some of our prisons, you don't come back the same.
Oh, yes, you do not. You do not, because you see the way they live and you ask yourself, it's quite dehumanizing. It's so dehumanizing. It's so it's bad. It's their washrooms are. You see, how much does it take for you to just raise block work for people to use as bathrooms?
So where are they using as bathrooms?
The same place, the same place. Some people even defecate on themselves inside the cells.
If you haven't eaten this one, sorry.
Yes, because the point is this: the way they are arranged or misarranged. When you have a stomach issue and you are 30 meters, 40 meters away, and the people ahead of you do not want to allow you, you would never move.
Okay.
Because what's right for you to say what? No. So you just pee on yourself or you poop on yourself. It's very bad.
That's so dehumanizing.
And you see, very much.
No,
dehumanizing.
our prisons are dehumanizing.
Yes, and a lot of the
let's not mince words about it.
Yes, they were not built for prisons.
Okay.
Some were warehouses that were converted into prisons. So we don't really have places where they say I'm building. So a private person can do it and make money off government. You get it? I've built a prison. I've built a place. 100 rooms.
The thing is, nobody is paying attention to prisons, because you suggesting a private person, there are lots of individuals are building new estates, development. You see, it's until like we're saying, until it hits you, until somebody close to you and you have to visit the person there. Nobody walks around thinking about prisons. In fact, how much is allocated to them for feeding? I think at the last time I've checked was below 5 cities. It's just recently been increased. The food is bad. Everything there is bad. Until a big wig like Untumi then suggestion of prison. Then and for the politicians, when they go there after a week or two, they begin to get sick because the conditions are such that it will break you if you're not. Even for hardened criminals, it breaks them.
But the female prisons is much cleaner. The female prisons at Insawam is much cleaner.
Okay.
Yes, more serene and that kind of thing. I think that one. But for the men's side, Charlie, that one, they are away. To me, can't sleep.
One thing which perhaps should have, I'm going to introduce is this community service bill, for instance.
Okay, yes. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Only, I think my only disagreement with that is that it still doesn't deal with the petty crimes. So somebody steals
mobile phone,
a mobile phone, plantain. Those persons are still liable for prison. It's dealing strictly with misdemeanors. So persons who go on social media and then they are insulting, all of these free speech related prosecutions, they rather get community service. I'm not saying it's bad, right? They should get community service. But for someone who went to steal a loaf of bread because they were hungry, that person should not be a candidate for Insawam.
More so if they're first time offenders.
You understand? In this era, I mean, Parliament has gone on recess, but in the era where we've seen a lot of bills returned to the House and then they corrected, perhaps that should also be in that light, correct, and allow for some of these petty crimes, right, be taken care of by community service. Let the persons clean, let them sweep, let them do something instead of having them go to prison because they sold a loaf of bread, a plantain, a goat, and all of that.
There's rice chicken driving Ghana's economy.
I think we can get into that now.
There's a demonstration being put there, and then there's tribunals. So the tribunals bill chicken. You see, rice chicken.
I think let's get the details of the rice
chicken. You want the rice chicken, Mrs. Madam? Please.
Let's get into the saga of rice chicken. Rice chicken. Without rice, you can't have chicken. Without chicken, there's no rice.
When I make
sometimes you eat it raw.
When I take a swipe,
with contemporary flour.
When I take a swipe, don't control me.
No,
I will.
A very
volatile
I will control.
And I'll deal
no, slow down. Slow down.
Yeah.
Don't give us information that you
Patrice,
take a
you're
swipe.
already.
I'm already.
But you have to check your blood pressure.
Okay, I need to check.
You have to check your blood pressure.
I have a speedometer in the car. Should I bring it?
Please.
Should I bring it?
Please.
Should I?
I'm serious. Don't let Ghana raise your blood pressure.
No, it does not.
In fact, we'll check all our blood pressure.
Ghana does not.
On the show.
On the show, before the show ends today.
Who misinformed you?
Ghana does not raise my blood pressure. It is the media that raises my blood pressure.
Okay.
The
I
media
know he's
is
about to.
The media is one of the most terrible institutions we have in this country.
Hey.
And I mean it. I mean it, and I say it, missing no words.
So, Patrice, we're all on this table then.
Exactly. We're all on this. So that is the problem. So these things. Sam Jonah says what? UCC should not produce ready. I mean,
Sebastian, problem solvers.
Go to the newspapers way back 1960 something. You will see similar stories.
That's right.
We're talking about rice chicken and all those things. Similar stories. What are we doing about it? We're here and we're cozy about. Call Kojo Upon Kruma, call Ejiji Tamakulu, call this person, call that person, and we don't hit them hard. We just speak to them normally, regularly. Okay, so this matter. No! Let's just tell them that there are people who can do better jobs. Mention names of people who have achieved and done well. Let us stop all these things. The media, I think we cajole these people too much.
You say we pander to them.
Exactly.
We don't allow them.
Yes, we don't.
You know,
we don't.
Sometimes as and I agree with that message, Patrice, 110%.
Thank you.
Is that I want us as a people to get to the place where we understand that these individuals are working for us. It's simply because we all can't go into parliaments that we've decided that, okay, you said you can do the job. You came and, courted my vote. I've given you my vote or the mandate for you to perform. If you're not performing, I can say to you, my friend, you're not doing a good job. And it is what it is. But in our part of the world, I think we think it's the reverse.
For 8 years.
They are doing us a favor.
I'm just starting from 8 years. I could go back to 2001 and so on and come back to Atamil's time, Mahama 1 and all those things. But you are in power. You're given the mandates to rule. You leave, you were not able to deliver. You leave, and then in 2 days, 3 days, 6 months, 4 years, you are telling somebody that you are not performing, you are not doing this, you are not doing that. Are you not tired of all these things? If I say tired of the nonsense, you would say that what I'm saying may be too harsh. No, but nonsense means it doesn't make sense. That you're giving 8 years, 4 years to plan a country, to plan the trajectory of the states, and you are telling me this day and age. The last time I mentioned, national development plan is one thing that we need to ensure that a country moves in the right direction. When you're leaving home, you know that you're coming to work. You have been given your KPIs. So how come somebody that says, I want to rule a country, just comes at the behest of what they call a manifesto? A manifesto is what my account people will say, they just sat somewhere and wrote that, let's tell the people this. One district, one part. Let's do this, let's do that. Let's do that, let's do this. That is all what they say in the manifesto. And the media would interview these people based on the manifesto, which has no legal ramifications if they do not deliver. So wherein lies accountability that you are calling for? Mawuena. Wherein lies probity?
Mawuena, let's check.
Oh,
they brought the BP machine.
The way you are behaving now.
So Helen, let's get the details.
Patrice has laid that foundation. Now, whilst he gets his blood pressure checked by Johnny, I'm going to get into the details.
We have to
No. We have to wait for him to
as
reduce
he's
it.
checking, then we are getting the details of the show.
he has to.
But
I'm already in flight.
Yes.
I'm high.
We are checking.
The BP is high.
the BP is high.
The BP is
What
high.
are the numbers? Too high.
No.
Okay.
You will not see it.
Whilst Patrice's pressure
Because he has to take his
reduces,
time.
let me actually dissect this story for you all. Again, it's in the Today newspaper, captured on page 3. Now, Ghana spent more than some 36.5 billion Ghana cedis importing food products in 2025. And let me tell you what we were importing. Cereal grains, frozen chicken, and animal products. And they accounted for a significant share of that. Now, the latest annual International Merchandise Trade Statistics Report, a mouthful, by the Ghana Statistical Service, puts the value of food imports at 36.5 billion, highlighting continued dependence on foreign supplies to meet demand for key food commodities. And the key word here is continued dependence. If tomorrow these foreign entities say, well, we are shutting our borders for whatever reason, God forbid, coronavirus 4.0, 5.0 makes a comeback, we depend so heavily on the imports. What are we going to do for ourselves? And when are we actually going to just fend for ourselves? Now, there's a breakdown of that, of all the things that we imported. Processed cereal grain. Which one is the processed cereal grains? Well, the cereal that we have, the box cereal in the morning. So all the one that kids like with a lot of sugar, Cocoa Pops, cornflakes. Okay, so that one was the largest. Hey, are we really eating a lot of these cereals like this? I guess for the students that go to school,
they are eating
it.
Yeah.
Wow.
They are Macintosh.
Wow. Then after the frozen, all the cornflakes, Cocoa Pops, all of that, frozen chicken ranked second, and then yemwadie, animal guts.
When Guinea went on make some noise,
frozen animal guts, bladders, and stomach.
That's yemwadie, offals and all those things.
So, okay, Yemwadie also came in at a cost of...
cereals lead the way, right?
Cereals lead the way, then you've got frozen chicken, and then Yemwadie.
Then
we're importing Yemwadie.
Says runabouts and towels.
Even pork rectum is bought from the... I kid you not, from the US. From the US. No.
We're eating something, so...
I want to know where... Because I've not heard that before, I'll be very honest.
Slow down. Patrice, we're importing pork rectum to eat.
Do you know what they eat? But even what people call the chufi. The chufi that you eat. Check it out.
But that one is illegal.
Relax.
What is it?
Relax.
I want you to finish the details.
Now, rice featured twice among the country's top food imports. So you've got the semi-milled or wholly milled rice. And then also broken rice. So those two types of rice, they came in tops. Now, other major food imports, Johnny, you mentioned it, sugar.
Yeah.
We've also got frozen fish, palm oil. We're importing a lot of palm oil, guys. Mango, and shea nuts. What we're using for shea butter.
We import that one too.
We import it.
My Dagman doesn't produce that anymore.
We are importing that. Now, the 4 leading food imports: the cereal, the frozen chicken, animal products, and the rice collectively accounted for 30% of Ghana's food import bill. Now, the figures underline the scale of Ghana's food import dependence, even as the country continues to expand agricultural production and promote import substitution. Now, let's talk about the export side. We know what we were importing. Gold. What were we sending out? Okay, well, the report pointed to growing opportunities in value-added agric and agro-processing, with processed cocoa products, cashew nuts, tuna, and shea-based products emerging as important contributors to Ghana's food export profile. So this is what we're supposed to be expanding on. When we talk about value added, we have the cocoa. Let's start making it fancy, making it sexy. You know, we have the foundation, we have the creativity.
That we can also make money out of.
We can also make money of. You go abroad and you pick up a nice fancy bar of chocolate. They tell you this cocoa was sourced from Ghana. What stops us from also packaging something just as sexy? Switzerland being the home of chocolate. I don't know how many cocoa trees that survive over there. But we have the foundation and we just send the beans raw, but we have the creativity. What are we doing? Share products. These days you see how it's packaged nicely with the body rubs. It's fragrance.
Contains shea butter. That is what it is. Every. That is the base.
This should be the home of. You have. Government can make it. Private individuals have the shea museum.
Are we working at it?
Then when Valentine's Day can we say chocolate day? I mean, this should
be
the
just telling lies to ourselves.
The hub of chocolate. We should meet you at the airport with some kind of chocolates. You go to the chocolate museum. I mean, kids all over the world.
Canterbury was here. We didn't give her any chocolate.
Any chocolate.
Oh, really?
We're missing out.
But globally, your chocolate doesn't rank. Go online and check top 20 chocolates or 40 chocolates in the world.
But where do they source their cocoa from?
More sexy, more.
So let me tell you what is going to happen to you pretty soon.
To us, Patrice.
To us. Okay, great. Now, China is rapidly producing.
That's right.
And we are into galamsey. We are using heavy metals and so on and so forth.
That's right.
So they're able to categorize and say that the seeds, the cocoa seeds coming from your country is contaminated. Where do they move to? China. China will pretty soon become the #1 producer of cocoa. And they took experts from Ghana, paid them over $30,000 a month to give them more information as to how we're able to reach that level. And they have done it. And even when you see the way the Chinese dry their cocoa beans, it's just beautiful. They have railings, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They just drag them out, pull them out, and all that. After drying, they push everything in. Where do we dry it? On the ground.
It's on the ground.
Let me just give...
on the ground. On a sack. They put it on the sack and then dry it.
Dry it. Okay, on the ground. Let me just give you just give me 2 seconds of your time.
Yes.
Business and Financial Times. 16 August 2021. We are in 2026. I'll go back to 2001. You get it. Ghana's rice imports in the last decade, according to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, has hit a staggering $8 billion. We are going nowhere, my brother. We are going nowhere. So let me just rack your mind a little bit. I mentioned this thing. I gave a hint last time. When you pick the Constitution, it talks to you about who ought to be the Attorney General, and then the judiciary, and then the Chief Justice. It states the qualification, the age, your integrity, and how long you should have served at the bar, and so on and so forth. It sets a certain standard for them. Beyond that, Ministry of Agriculture, do you see anything in that regard?
No.
Nothing. Ministry of Education, do you see anything in that regard?
No.
Ministry of Finance, do you see anything in that regard? So I am telling you that the Constitution is bereft of a lot of developmental mindsets that's supposed to transform this country. And those who set it up have set it up. What about those of us who are coming from behind? So why can't I say?
If I would disagree with you
hold on.
On the Constitution being bereft. Where's my bag?
No. Let me just deal with a few things. So if we are able to be wise enough to say that the office of the Attorney General, the Chief Justice, the Judiciary is supposed to be so and so and so, if we are development oriented, why don't we focus on agric and our natural mineral resources and say, before you become the Minister of Agric, you must have this background, qualified by so, achieved so, done so and so and so. Before you become the head of Minerals Commission, you should be ABCD&E. Before you become the Minister for Lands, Forestry and so. These are key sectors of the economy.
Do we not possibly stifle the potential that could come out of somebody who maybe, I definitely see more pros in having those roles defined by certain criteria. I definitely see that. Yeah. But what if on the off chance there's somebody who doesn't meet that strict criteria, but has demonstrated in life that they can do the job?
That is
transferable skills, for example.
That is experience. That is experience.
Yes.
So we may grant you that. But can we say similar of somebody who's supposed to go to the Supreme Court or somebody who could become Chief Justice? We will say no. The reason when Tokonu was Chief Justice, some people were like, there were seniors, people who everybody knows that these are erudite guys who should have taken the position. So my point is that if we're clear about certain institutions, because we believe those institutions work well, or they're supposed to, what about the other institutions? So for us, we are saying that the judiciary should be the key one.
Yeah.
Executive should be the key one, Parliament, and then possibly you could say the chieftaincy institution. But then the rest of them, you know, let us put things there tacitly so that everybody will know that before I put up my hand that I want to be the Minister of Finance, I should have achieved AB, I should have done this, I should have done that. Then we know that whoever is going there is well guided.
Now, Mawuena, the reason why I would agree with Patrice, because I know you are lacing your boots to disagree, is that if we have, is that we've done it the freestyle way, and it's not benefiting us.
Yeah.
So that is what lends me to then agree with Patrice on that front, is that if we've done it in that particular way and it's not yielding the results, then maybe the role should be defined. For the finance ministry, is there no, I think, is there no...
No.
qualification that must be met?
You should just have finance background. Or you should be an economist, that's all.
I think that's
somebody like, what's his name? He was an engineer and then he did his master's in Osafo Mafo. Yeah, he was an engineer and then he did his master's in economics. Then he was finance minister.
Right.
You get it? So look at, I won't say the late, sorry, what's his name? The one who's in the US. The US citizen now.
Ken
Ofori-Atta.
You've forgotten him so
Sorry,
soon.
no. I mean, I had to. Yeah, but my point is this. So look at him. On what basis was he made Minister of Finance?
The president read out his brief before he was appointed.
You get it? And did we think that among the lot, he was the principal head? Look at what he's done to the economy, or what he did to the economy. You get it? People hue and cry about it.
Here's where I would disagree, right? And I do not disagree because what Patrice says is not the truth. That there is a special need for attention for all the critical sectors of this country, and that persons who are put there must carry a certain level of expertise. I do not disagree with that at all. The only thing, perhaps maybe not a disagreement, but an add-on will be that the fact that someone has a background in something does not mean they are the best person to lead or drive change within that space. Right?
Yeah.
The fact that someone has...
But that's not the basis of my argument.
No, yes. I'm just... That's why I said I will not call it a disagreement. I'll call it a build-on.
Right.
So I even changed what I was saying. Right. Now, when you go into the Constitution, which is like the document, there's a directive principles of state policy, which guides and directs what... In fact, when Akufo-Addo then, and before he became president, was arguing free SHS, people were pointing him to the Constitution. Oh, it's been taken care of by the Constitution. All that is left is to implement it and all of that. So to say that the Constitution doesn't provide a guide in any form, I would disagree with you. And
based on the directive principles.
You see,
you know the reason I would also shoot it down. There's something hanging around the directive principle of state.
What I will say,
you know what is hanging around it
in relation
is it justiciable or not?
Those are legal theoretical arguments,
but
right?
The reason it is being argued against is that for and against is that directive principle of state policy. Is it incumbent on anybody to apply it or not to apply it? So you have to read that in tandem with other articles,
which is a fair point.
Yes.
Now, allow me to proceed in making the argument. That's why I say it's a theoretical legal argument,
but it's the best for us.
Not and the reason why I will proceed on this tangent is that not everything is captured by the Constitution.
No, it can't.
That's why there are subsequent and this. I'm very happy that all of you have a certain level of understanding when it comes to legalese. All other things will emanate from this. All the other laws have to do is they must be in conformity with this document, which is the Constitution. So the excuse cannot be that, the Constitution has not provided a way for which we should develop and all of that. We've been here, we've been having conversations.
But we don't behave as though we have the capability of expanding the tentacles. That's where then we have to now spell everything out, because we are not behaving like people who can take that foundation, expand on it, and do the right thing.
We've been here. We've argued about a national development plan.
Yes.
And the fact that we don't have one.
We don't have one.
I've seen Agenda 2057, which will mark exactly 100 years since independence.
Oh, please.
Right? The question which ought to be asked and asked very honestly is whether there is a general understanding of leadership in developing the various sectors. That we all can sit around here and say the answer is no.
Yeah.
Because when you take agriculture, for instance, and it's one area. What I've been seeking to do over the last few days and the weekend is you take Agenda 2057. I take the NDC manifesto on agriculture. What does it say? What does a two document say? Right, in relation to developing the agricultural sector? Because the story which is bringing about this conversation is centered heavy on agric, poultry, cereals, sugar,
everything,
pretty much
everything,
right?
Everything.
So I asked myself, what is the grand plan with regards to agriculture? We've had Feed Ghana.
Yes,
we're supposed to provide food, this, that, in great numbers. It will do this, it will do that, and all of that. How is that revolutionizing agriculture?
Nothing has been. There's no blueprint. For me, that is the point. There's no blueprint.
When you go into the ministry,
yes,
what is the central riding theme, plan to revolutionize agriculture?
There's none. That is why I tell you that a state without a plan is dead. A state without a plan, because if I should ask you, where is Ghana going in the next 5 years or 10 years? What would you tell me? I bet you, if you should ask the chief of staff or the president where Ghana is headed in the next 5-10 years, they can't tell you. Because there's no plan on which we are all running. Walk into any ministry and ask the minister, or go into any agency and ask the person who is heading it that in 5-10 years, where are you seeing your institution, your agency, your ministry? Nobody can say it. And it is just trite knowledge, my brother, that without a plan, you cannot function. Everybody needs a plan. Go to Toyota in Japan and ask them what plan they have. They can lay out everything to you. China did the same thing. They planned over years using Kwame Nkrumah's model. And my point is that why are we failing to have a plan to guide us? Is it because it is going to ask us to account for everything that we so believe that we are capable of doing or not capable of doing? We don't have a plan. And Ghana hasn't got a plan, so Ghana is not going anywhere. So Ghana is a dead country.
Oh, I disagree with you. So Agenda 2057.
You brought this Agenda 2057.
No, because that's the National Development Plan.
There was agenda. Is it 2000? Agenda something?
No, you see,
Vision
2020.
You can argue about
we are in
2026. So what I can speak to,
what happened to Vision 2020?
I cannot speak to what happened to Vision 2020. I can speak to Vision 2057.
If you had felt it, you would have known.
2057 comes.
I'm speaking to.
We'll speak about it.
I'm speaking to Vision 2057.
According to who?
The National Development Plan by the NDP.
They developed it for website.
Who? Right? It's on their website.
They developed it for who?
And I'm going to compare a few things, elements within agriculture.
Look,
right?
okay.
What Vision 2057?
Patrice, what was the blood pressure when they checked?
What Vision 2057 is seeking to do?
You just have knowledge of the names of people in your home,
right,
or within your community. To what extent? You come and say, "Oh, I know people who live in my community. I know there's Phil. I know there's Mawuena. I know there's Johnny. I know." You know them, so what? Tell me that I know Phil is the Secretary of Ecological this. I know when it comes to neurosurgeon this person is this. I know Mawuena is economist, finance this. I know them, and he's capable of doing A, B, C, D, E in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5. Then we know. Otherwise, we'll spend too much time playing ping pong with these people. Yeah, they will come in today and say this. They will come in because you were at the helm of affairs when you were giving power of authority in this country. You are not able to achieve it. Somebody else comes, you are criticizing. The person also leaves. He goes out, another person comes, they criticize. What kind of life is that?
So Agenda 2057. and there's a reason why I keep going back to it. Because I mentioned that I've been trying to compare, right?
Yeah, please.
At least this is the one document we have in terms of a developmental plan by the time we turn 100 as a country. And then I'm comparing
Dr. Nimwe Thompson's 40-year development plan.
I'm comparing it with what the NDC manifesto says, and then we'll look at whether or not they are doing.
Before the NDCs, we said that we're going to divide this into a 10-year plan
and break it down. And all
we
of that.
didn't do that.
So, value addition. What does the Vision 2057 say? That it frames structural transformation as moving Ghana from primary commodity exporter to a processed goods economy. Manufacturing, taking a share of GDP, must increase substantially by mid-century. So by the time we turn, perhaps 75, right? Because next year we turn 70.
I have a new council. Council has asked me a question.
Next year we turn.
Are you inspired
70.
by what is written?
What is written is there. What is the NDC's plan?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because the vision is to have us increase value addition by the time we turn 100.
Okay.
That is the plan.
Okay.
The rest of the individuals who are winning elections, what are they doing to achieve this?
Plan. Okay.
So
what
right?
do they say about it?
So the NDC targets agro-processing and value chain development: cocoa, palm, cassava, tomatoes, cashew. Ghana First program establishes agro-industrial zones in all regions. That's what the NDC promised.
Okay.
Agro-industrial zones will seek to add value to agricultural products. When we look at this, then now you can ask yourself, okay, Agenda 2057 says our share or GDP, right, in terms of value addition on GDP must increase by the time we are 100.
Does it give us a percentage by which it should increase?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't do
because
that.
I think that should be more tangible. If it says that share should be something like 30%,
that's central
then
point.
we can even interrogate what the finance minister
it's a
takes to
fantastic
Parliament.
point.
You say, listen, according to our national plan, 30% of your GDP must be put towards value addition. But you've brought a bill here, or that says 5%.
Look,
then we tell them, go back.
It's a fantastic point you make.
If you look at that 40-year development plan developed by Professor Nimwe Thompson's committee, it talks about very exciting plans, laudable. Are we working at it?
No.
We are not working at it.
We can't.
No. We look, I still don't find it pleasurable that we know that we can plant maize, corn, rice in 3 months, harvest it, and we're still importing it.
Thank you.
If you ask me, it still doesn't make meaning to me.
But Mawuena, I like this tangent that you're on. I think we need to.
No, because there's a bit more.
We have to bring the people who are leading us to the center. Look, we have seen the military.
I will always disagree with you on that.
Look.
In fact, sometimes I'm not even counting on
we
this,
are not a dead country.
We are not. We cannot be.
We are a working country. Getting at it. But look, Helen, we need to get to the center and find those we have elected to manage our affairs, or not. We are not supposed to allow them to mismanage our affairs.
How many times have you heard this?
And by saying so,
yes,
by saying so,
Yes.
if you pay your taxes,
Yes.
or if you elect somebody, you must be able to say, Patrice, I elected you to be my member of parliament.
Yeah.
Work
I'm not
for
seeing
me.
your shoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show me your scorecard.
Yeah.
Once you leave the person to say they are running amok and they are no, it doesn't work.
No, we
come
need to
to the
them.
center.
We need to tackle
and let
them.
it work. Where are state farms? Where are they? Helen's daughter has to eat mori cocoa.
Yeah.
Where's the mori to do the cocoa? That's the whole point.
Hey,
yeah.
as always,
bring us to the center.
Your grounds are growing. So Leslie Arthur, she's CEO of Cubica. Cubica is an oil and gas company, and she says she listens to you. So we thank that. And so to Samuel Ewul and Kwabna Mensah Nyako, they are the heads of Buena Vista Homes. Yes, Buena Vista.
Captain Diamenu says I should say. Captain Diamenu says I should say good morning to you.
Oh, really?
And then also we have
Patrice, what is
this? It says I should say good morning to you as well.
Yes, okay.
I won't add the other messages, but I'm saying that we have all seen how the military, 48, 49 engineers, regiments. They are clearing the road. We have seen it. Why can't we have other ministers, MCs, DCs do the same diligent work? Why can't we have it? Like Mutala will wake up. Mutala will wake up and wear his white shirt and come. No, but shirt the white shirt. No, but pumping.
Hey, look, Ashtraco crew. Good morning to you guys. You love 3FM and we love you too. So keep listening to us, all of you at Ashtraco.
Why are you wearing my trousers on
Patrice,
on your shirt?
Ask, what is this device?
Oh, it's just something that I found interesting.
You bought it from Temu?
It's
you just write, and so you see, I can just clear this like
I
that.
see.
But
you bought it from Temu or what?
No, not Temu. Yes, electronic slate. So I can just write Helen here like that. Yeah.
Technology.
But we have not been fair to Helen.
Okay.
So she has given us a gift.
Oh yeah.
We have to give her a gift.
Yeah, we should.
Yes, we should give her a gift.
What do you suggest we do?
For blessing us to? She has to say what she wants. Hey, before you overbill.
Hey.
Before you overbill.
Right. So we'll get into all those details after we return.
Relax. We'll do sports. Mutala has to contribute before you overbill.
So you allow sports, and while sports is ongoing, Johnny.
If you come after the break, I will not.
You say you do it the way.
I shall not.
How we do it, meet me there.
I will.
He said how we do it.
So that's the team with the newspaper review. Mutala Yakubu is next with the very latest in the world of sport. It was defeat for us yesterday, right? When the Black Queens suffered a defeat against Cameroon. 1-0. We scored twice, all was chalked off by VAR. A bit disappointing, but not lost, right? Well, it's not all lost for us in terms of what we look forward to. A few messages as well. This conversation is very important and we must not end on 3FM. We need national development plan where every government will follow. Agenda 2057 sounds sweet, but are they following it the way they should? Ebenezer in Lagos sends this one. We simply do not set KPIs for our public institutions and hold leadership accountable. If people continue to enjoy huge salaries and allowances in government setups despite making huge annual losses, then nothing will change. CEOs and board directors of most government agencies receive salaries way above the average salary range for public and civil servants, but run these institutions down. Valco workers are rioting against private sector involvement simply because they know a private supervisor will not continue to pay them when the company is not yielding profits. This one is sent by, let me just check. Okay, no name. Okay, no, so that's Dr. Madame Takora sends this one in. So this one is from Bright Elikem inside Dansuma. Says, Helen, my son Elliot says he has missed you. He says you're welcome and he's happy to hear from you. Good morning. He returns to say, disagreeing with Patrice about describing the country as a dead country, and I mean we do not agree with him. We're tuning in big inside Kaswa. Kudos to you all. That's Juliet in Kaswa. Let's get you into sports right now. Mutala is here. We'll do sports. We'll return with a bit more for you here on the show.
Let's do some sports this morning on 3FM Sunrise. My name is Mutala Yakubu. Coming up, Ghana's under 20 male team, the Black Satellites, have been knocked out of the WAFU under 20 tournament. And also, the Black Queens now face a final test of winning their final group game against Togo to ensure safe passage to the next round of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Let's start off with some news from the continent where Ghana Black Satellites have bowed out of the 2026 WAFU B Under 20 Championship after a frustrating goalless draw against Togo in their final Group B match. Despite dominating play and creating the better chances, Maxwell Kunaido's side couldn't find the breakthrough, ending their semi-final hopes and finishing third in the group. Staying on news from the continent, but this time to women's football, where the Black Queens face a decisive final group match after suffering their first defeat at the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. A first-half penalty handed Cameroon a narrow 1-0 victory, leaving the Black Queens needing a win over Mali to secure a place in the knockout stage. Head coach Kim Lasbiokegren remains confident that his side will bounce back.
You never know. I mean, it's a little bit tricky to say like that, that there can be advances for you. But of course, it's more open WAFCON this year than many people, I think, expected. So I think there will be very close quarterfinals, no matter what the position will be, if you finish first or second in the group. But to start with, we are not there yet. I still think that we have a good chance if we start to play like we did in the second against Mali. Then I'm pretty sure that we're going to finish this group stage in a good way, and then we are ready for the quarterfinal, and then we will see if we make it, who we're going to play against.
Kim Lasbiokegren is the head coach of the Black Queens. Forward Evelyn Bedu also believes the Queens will bounce back from their defeats.
Yeah, I'm not feeling so much disappointed because I believe in our quality, and I know we're going to deliver in the next game. So not too much disappointed. And we all know it's football. It's sometimes good, it's sometimes bad, and we're going to learn our lesson and take something positive into the next game.
Evelyn Bedu there. Still sticking with the women's football, defending champions, Nigeria bounced back from a disappointing opening defeat to Malawi with a vital victory over Zambia to revive their title ambitions. Super Falcons captain Rasheedat Ajibade says the team remained focused despite the criticism that followed their first loss, and believes their response reflects the squad resilience.
Well, I don't think that really affected us in any way, to be honest. Football is just the way it is. Even if you're not on social media, people would always have something to hold on to when something happens. But I don't know, because I'm not so much on the social media, so I wouldn't have understand what is really, happening. But I can tell you that the players are locked in regardless, and they are always ready to give in their best. They are professional enough to know when to stay locked in on the pitch, they know when to also distract themselves a little bit, just to be relaxed and focus on the game as well. So we handled everything well.
Captain of Super Falcons there, Rasheedat Ajibade. Let's turn our attention to European football, where Jose Mourinho has begun a second spell in charge of Real Madrid as the Spanish giants seek to recover from 2 trophyless seasons. Former Real Madrid and Black Stars midfielder Michael Essien, who enjoyed great success under Jose Mourinho, believes the Portuguese manager has the experience and leadership to restore the club to its glory days.
I think he will do well. I mean, they need a character like him back at the club. I mean, he did his best in the first time he was there. So hopefully second time will be much better. And as I said, they need a character like him. So I think it's good to see him going back there again.
Michael Essien talking about Jose Mourinho's second spell at Real Madrid. To England, where Chelsea manager Xabi Alonso has welcomed the return of Mikhailo Mudryk after the Ukrainian winger resolved his long-running doping case with the Football Association. While pleased to have the 25-year-old back in the squad for preseason, Alonso says it's too early to assess the role Mudryk will play going forward.
It's a special player, but it will take time for sure. We are happy for him, especially for him, because we are not able to understand what he has been through in this time and how does he feel at the moment with the things that he had to cope. We want that he feels part of a team because he's been training on his own for a long time, and that we have the support from everyone, from the club, from the teammates, from the staff, and for sure it will take time. So once he's with us, we will see how things develop. Yeah, I remember watching him in Shakhtar, the impact he had, how quick he is. He could create a lot of situations on his own, and it's a special player, but it will take time for sure. To be honest, we were not expecting to have this great news at this moment, so we are very happy. We're thrilled that he will be back with us.
Chelsea manager Xabi Alonso there speaking about the return of Mikhailo Mudryk to the Major League Soccer in the U.S., where Robert Lewandowski made a dream home debut for Chicago Fire, scoring twice, including the match-winning goal to inspire his new side to victory. The Polish striker was delighted with the performance and the warm reception from the home fans, describing this as a special moment in his career.
For me it was very important today, not for me only, but for the team to win the game after 2 games that we didn't win. Today was important to get some self-confidence for the next games, and I think besides the first couple of minutes later we get control of the game and we try to score the goal. Of course we have to push and looking forward doing some things better, but I think that the way that we're going is really good.
That is Robert Lewandowski. Let's end with some athletics, where the multi-time national representative with para athletes, that is Bochu Ngegbe, has renewed his call for greater support after finishing 8th in the men's 150T54 final at the Commonwealth Games. The multi-time national representative says he has funded his own equipment throughout a 20-year career and is appealing for greater investments to help him continue competing at the highest level.
We don't ask for bigger, like how we don't want to be compared to one of the lovely girlfriend Ghana have, the Blaster. We don't want to be comparing ourselves, but I believe that parasports has proved it time and time that we don't need much to win laurels for Ghana. Zinabu has demonstrated. Hayford, the 70 years boy, have demonstrated. Tairu have demonstrated. Promise, Paraswimi have demonstrated. We just need an equal share of the cake. I will say it once again. I would prefer for the nation to invest $9,000 in me in terms of preparation, in terms of equipment, in terms of everything. And after winning gold, they can give me $1,000. Then I can believe they have vested in that gold they wanted. So I've been running for Ghana for 20 years now. My equipment have been bought by myself all the time. I'm just hoping that, as the minister has said, they are going to invest in the athletes. It should not be just a waste, it should be action taken. Samsi Dean, the president of Africa Paralympics Committee, the president of National Paralympic Committee, is proving it day by day. Our coming here, preparation for back home, pocket money support from him and the management has shown it's a part of motivation. All that we are asking for is to share the national cake equally.
Thank you. Para athletes Bochu Ngegbe there calling on government for more support for para athletes. That's all by way of sports here on 3FM Sunrise. My name is Mutala Yakubu. For more, log on to all our socials at 3 Sports GH and you'll find the latest sports update there. The show continues right after this.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music at the 411 and all your favorite stars, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music at the 411 and all your favorite stars, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music at the 411 and all your favorite stars, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandfather.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music at the 411 and all your favorite stars, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego. We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming games, and there are some interesting names.
Pull up! The weekend is here and it's time to turn up. Get your dancing shoes on, Lego.
We really do have it all. It's a premium mix of information and entertainment every single day on 3FM 92.7, your urban lifestyle radio.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbits for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Come into the mountains, sight and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening.
All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door, so you will feel the truth. Like fire, more fire. My name Black Rasta. All right, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, and only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door so you will feel the truth. Like fire! More fire! My name Black Rasta. Alright, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door so you will feel the truth. Like fire! More fire! My name Black Rasta. Alright, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit on the like button. And we would always be knocking on your door so you will feel the truth. Like fire! More fire! My name Black Rasta. Alright, so my name Black Rasta, and of course, the voice of the patriot, where we speak truth to power. Remember, here we don't criticize, but if we must, on only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we have taken sides. We are not neutral. We are on the side of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. Subscribe and make sure you hit.
Like I mentioned, Peter Yaokwachi Akwa and Benin Clinton Bafo are my guests in studio this morning for a big conversation. Gentlemen, good morning to you. I trust at all as well. Perhaps I'll start with the person in government.
And to my fellow colleague here. I think I haven't met him before.
No, it's a first.
Yeah.
It's a first for
for
the both of you and your meeting.
Yes,
so
I greet you well. And let me also take the opportunity to greet my constituents, Memphis Central, and all your listeners and viewers. And to the party's hierarchy, the NDC party's hierarchy. I believe they are doing a very good job, and we pray that they continue so. Thank you.
Clifford.
God has gifted us life, so we are appreciative of that. Let me also take this opportunity to extend the warmest greetings to your listeners who have tuned in and have been with you since time immemorial.
Some very good ones at that.
Oh, yeah. I'd also take this opportunity to extend greetings to the national leadership of the New Patriotic Party. We are revitalizing our base, and we are putting our structures together ahead of our regional and national elections. So we wish aspirants well. And
when is the regional coming up?
The national?
No, the regional.
The regional is in between 15th to 19th of August.
So 15th of this month.
Within this month.
And then I think national is September.
September.
Yes,
September. In Kumasi.
You guys, the MPP says you are hitting the streets on Wednesday. So Wednesday or Thursday?
Yes. On the 6th of August. The well-meaning Ghanaians, not just the MPP, individuals who aligned with the thoughts of the MPP that our democracy needs to be saved. We would be making a very profound democratic statement on the happenings within the judiciary, the arrests, and then many other unpleasant activities that we are experiencing under the government. I believe that as a constructive critique of a government or an opposition that is very democratic, one of the ways to register your displeasure is to seek for some of these opportunities to just engage government and then present petitions of what your issues are to them. I mean, when we were in power, we saw the NDC do it a number of times, and it's one of the reasons.
You are following Some say you use this to galvanize your base from time to time.
Really? I don't think so. You don't think there is a problem with the judiciary? You don't think there's a problem with what is going on?
I mean...
So we think that there is a problem, and it is not the usual politicking. It's a matter of making a statement that would question the government's activities and then redirect them. You know, sometimes when you are in government, you are carried away a little bit, and so some of these constructive activities would help position you well so that you can have a second look at things, especially with Chairman Wuntumi's jail, with Sedinam's acquittal and discharge case, and then several arrests. I mean, a lot of young people have been arrested. Today, as I'm talking to you, there is this young boy who has been arrested since Thursday, and as of now, we don't even know where he is. I'll check his flyer. He's one Damwa who made a post that was detailing a statement that the president, a conversation of the president with the National Security Coordinator, and I mean, he clearly used all the cautious words in defining the video. However, he's been picked, and as we speak, we don't even know him. He's been with them from Monday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Today is Monday. We are still pursuing him, and we believe that...
Has there been court processes? I mean...
There's no communication. We actually don't even know where exactly he is. That is where the problem is. So I'm hoping that maybe today we should have a fair knowledge about what the real issues are, and then the necessity or whatever influenced his arrest. And I believe that some of these things are scenes that are not good for our democracy, and for any well-meaning Ghanaian, we should be able to amplify our voices on it. But I don't think that is our major conversations today.
Oh, no. I mean, these are just preliminary comments.
Exactly.
So finding out how
this is more than the major conversation. It has taken about 10 minutes.
These are preliminary comments.
I mean, that is actually what is happening around us, and we are hoping that on 6th.
No, I asked about the demonstration.
Yes.
So I'm the one who was.
When we make the bold statements, we are
yes.
expecting that the president would properly respond, and then we can have a coexisting engagement on some of these issues and unnecessary arrest and Rambo-style detentions.
Absolutely. Mr. Kwachi, you had wanted to make an interjection as to the Rambo-style arrest.
Is completely deviating from the...
No. Those ones, I asked a question as to a planned protest.
Am I being blamed already?
I asked specific questions as to the protest which is coming up on Wednesday, right?
I don't know why it's too early, like you rightly said. I think
Thursday.
I think it's a way of trying to rejuvenate their base. Because you could see how the party is now disjointed.
You did it too in
completely. No, we are talking now.
I'm saying that's what, the point I made about re-energizing your base is that Victor Kojoga Daudu, who is one of the legal brains, the NDC, has said that both parties use it to re-energize your base. Okay. So that's why I'm saying that you also did it. So that is the background upon which I made that claim.
That is understood well. Because I can't see anything good about this, especially to demonstrate on what? On these flimsy excuses.
Falls within their constitutional rights.
If it's coming from no other people than the MPP, then it's unfortunate. If it were to be like what is the other party? You can't even
CPP,
PPP, and UP. Yes.
PNC,
UP,
LPG.
Yes, if it is coming from one of these parties, then it's understandable.
But they have not been arrested.
Why is the NPP not a credible organization?
Yes, because they just came out of power.
So when we arrest
it's a year and 7 months now. A year and 7 months.
They just came out of power, and you see, if you compare what they did to what is happening now, I don't see why they are complaining.
Are we here to do equalization?
Please, let me compare.
I mean, that's a fair question.
I mean, are we here to do equalization?
Yes, we are not equalizing, but I think if you compare what you did, and now you are saying that youth have been arrested. So can't we talk about what they did? I mean, can we build a country like this?
But
if
what
you hear some of
these are misdemeanors.
Misdemeanors.
Honorable Kwachi, these are misdemeanors.
Look at that girl. I don't know what he said about the president's wife. I mean, would you train your child to do that?
No, so
I asked him, can he say these things?
Matters of morality. Allow me. Let me. Matters of morality.
Yeah.
Right. As much as you can condemn it, right, remain matters of morality, and once it's disparaging of character, disparaging of a person, there are avenues to deal with it.
Exactly.
The concern has been the use of
security agencies.
That is the law. Have they said
this free speech legislation?
No, it is not free speech. If it's free speech, it doesn't mean that
to clamp down on persons.
My brother, then this country will never move ahead because free speech. So you say things that you are not supposed to say. Because this is the law. I don't think that girl who was jailed outside the law. It is against the law to make such utterances. So like this girl who made this speech against the first lady of the country. I mean, why should we encourage this?
The counter argument, Honorable Kwachi, and these are just preliminary comments which you are responding to. But the counter argument.
But you allowed him free flow.
No,
you are just saying.
Updating him.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
You see, if you are being fair to me, right? Yes. The counter argument is that the first lady should be suing, right? Should be suing in her rights and not the state.
I mean, we've seen
no. I'm saying that yes.
We understand the government.
Now the first lady can also sue, but what she did is against the laws of the country. No, there is in the law that if you make such statements, you can be jailed by the state, not only the person you are making those claims against. No, it happened under NPP. What that man is still that chairman is still in jail for 10 years. 10 years for saying things against
what did he say?
The first lady.
Which chairman are you talking about?
Don't be questioning. You are not there.
No, but I think it is fair. I mean, you can't just
in fairness, who are you speaking about? In fairness, in fairness, right? In fairness, because
the MDC chairman of Central Region of the Central Region.
What did he say? What's his name? We should get some of these facts. I think we can better appreciate the issues when you are very exact.
Yes, refer. You are the host.
He's not the one. You are the one mentioning the names.
So let me go ahead. Don't come and argue with me. No. Why do you bring people like this?
Why do you put in the information?
Not up to you.
When the information you are putting out there is wrong.
But it's not up to you.
No, I'm here for my party.
But let me finish.
No. You cannot finish a lie. It doesn't work like that. You cannot finish a lie. You and I know it's a lie. You've not been able to even mention the name of the person.
Then let me get up.
Because you are lying and I'm telling you are lying.
Then you are not the one. You are not the
I am in the best position to correct you.
My brother.
I have asked, what's the name? Who was jailed?
Right.
Correct me.
So who is the individual who was jailed?
So are you going to allow him to be questioned?
He's asking you, answer that.
He's saying that you don't allow me to lie.
No, I'm going to.
Then caution him.
Prove that you're not lying.
Then caution him.
Clinton, allow me.
Caution him.
Yes.
Is he not going to detect you?
You should prove that you're not lying.
And these are preliminary, right? These are
but you don't have to allow him to just interject.
No,
up to now,
Clinton.
He has still not mentioned the
Clinton. So
he's just beating
relax for me.
You want an escape route or
Honorable doesn't like interjections.
I don't like it.
Yes, he doesn't. I will get the response.
You don't lie. You should speak with
facts. No, I'm lying.
I
but
will not
let me
sit
finish.
here to lie in the
Hey, my brother, I'll get up and go, my friend.
I beg you.
You get up and go
let's calm down.
Yes, I'll get up and go. Then he takes over.
No, that's all
right. If he's not going to allow me to speak.
So let's make progress, right? Let's make progress because the subject matters for a conversation this morning are dealing with fuel prices and also illegal mining.
I think he still has to mention the name.
Relax for me, Clinton. Honorable, I just want you to deal with that aspect as to the individual who was arrested, right, and then was jailed and all of that, and then we can make some progress because these are just
my brother cautions. Otherwise, I'll get up from this program.
These are just preliminary comments, right?
Caution.
These are just
because whenever he's speaking, I will never interject.
And Clinton,
You see, I made points here. I wrote down points.
That's
when
fair.
you were speaking.
That's fair.
That's how
fair.
you have to.
That's fair. So no interjections.
Are we still getting
no interjections?
No, you are not. You are not listening.
No
interjections.
You've highlighted something.
No interjections.
And I see clarity.
I will ask.
I think he's overreacting.
I'll ask some questions.
That question must get to him.
We can make some progress, right? Yeah. We can make some progress in relation to the subject matters for which, Honorable, you get us those details. But let's start off with fuel prices, and I'm on Trading Economics this morning, where crude oil dropped more than 5% below $80 per barrel Monday, but it's back to 80 again, and there's been that swivel, right, up and down in terms of crude prices, and it's been bearing hard. Over the weekend, prices went up again. Now we're being told by BDCs that, look, that 2-week pricing window, we are not going to be doing any such thing, because when we go and we are going to get the oil and it's very expensive, we'll translate the cost immediately.
We can't wait for you.
We will not wait for the second pricing window and all of that. That portends even more burden on the ordinary Ghanaian as well as we make progress. Let me start off with you, Clinton. Honorable. Honorable.
Yeah, I get it here. It says this man, Sotio branch organizer of the National Democratic Congress, was jailed 10 years. Publication of false news, threat of harm and offensive conduct, conducive to breach of peace. You can check it.
Right.
It said what? Publication of false news. Is that not the same? So I will not lie to you. I don't lie.
But you are very fine, right?
Please. Please.
You are very fine.
This was
Are you going
the
to
3rd of December 2024. NDC branch organizer jailed 10 years for threatening to kill citizens during the December 7 general elections. So yes.
Okay.
That's NDC branch organizer. It's on Modern Ghana. He was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment for publication of false news with intent to cause harm, 4 years on the charge of threat of harm, and 3 years for offensive conduct. The sentence will, however, run concurrently. And so I think he would have served 4-year jail term, because if it's running concurrently. So he was sentenced to 3 years imprisonment for publication of false news with intent to cause harm, 4 years on the charge of threat of harm, and 3 years for offensive conduct.
So these ladies who have been making these offensive comments, is that a publication of false news?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, but it
so
comes back
year.
to my argument as
yes,
to...
you jailed for 1 year. This one is 3 years. I mean, what is it? What are you talking about? And you tell me I'm lying, I don't lie. Never.
That's fair.
Just note me. Whenever I come here, I don't tell lies. Because I make notes. I research and make notes. So whatever I say, I try to make sure that I don't tell lies.
You're saying...
Okay, let's go. You're talking about the
fuel price. I'll start with Clinton.
You didn't even allow me to
because
counter all those things that he said. Yeah, so let me continue, no problem. Yeah, but that is, you know my style now. When somebody's talking, I just
I ask for your style. I know it. You don't like interjection.
I don't like. I will never.
You make your notes.
I'll make your notes.
So
when you finish,
I will start with Clinton on fuel prices and what this does.
I think fairly, we should start with him. I mean, they are in government and he should be able to give an update. What do you think? I mean,
but
because I will not interject.
It's up to you.
And
it's up to you.
No, I mean, we can both agree. I mean,
yeah. So
the both of so. Let me start with you, Honorable, because you're in government as well, right? I had wanted to take the opposition's viewpoint because they will argue they are feeling it's more than you in government.
Well, then
that was the basis upon which I was coming to you, but you decided to cede it to.
Okay.
No, Honorable,
you stay on this and go up, down, up, down.
You see
the time is up.
You see that, Honorable Kwachi. So we're going to do 10 minutes each, right?
Okay, time
because. Yes, there's a conversation about timing. So 10 minutes each on fuel prices.
Yes.
It looks like the NDC's much touted, particularly in the first year when there was a lot of celebration as to fuel prices going about 9 cities, 10 cities, thereabout. That's all come to an end. And now fuel prices are inching towards 16, 20, and the likes. What's happening? Why are Ghanaians having to bear the brunt of
Thank you very
depreciating
much.
cedi amidst other factors?
Thank you very much, and I think nobody's happy with the fuel going up because I also buy fuel. So we must understand the genesis of this price hike and the depreciation of the cedi. I think you all know the global oil prices, which we cannot help much. You talk about the war going on in Iran and the Strait of Hormuz problem. So I think even the American president has noticed that, and that's why he cannot go all out, because he doesn't want to destabilize the oil prices in the world. And more so, our cedi also depreciating because of the world. I will not hold brief and say that is good. But what I always say is that sometimes these things happening, I've been on the radio and TV for a long time now. Right. When the prices went down to 9 cedis, those I went on the TV with, they were saying that, no, that is nothing. Look into your pockets. They said, no, when you buy fuel, from initial during their time, it was about 17. So now you have a gain. They say, no, it's not reflective in our pockets. Nothing. It means the fuel price in a downward trend was nothing to them. It was nothing. So this time, I don't expect them to also come and say that it is hurting our pockets. It becomes a double standard. Because you were arguing that, no, if the fuel has dropped, it is the best news we can hear. They said, no, that is nothing. So to them, fuel prices up or down does not make any difference. They just want prices of goods and services to go down. Even at the time that we were arguing that inflation had dropped and all that, they said, no, we don't eat inflation. So now if the price is going up, what have they got to say? Are they going to say that it doesn't matter? It's not going to affect anybody? And I believe this is temporary because this government had done it before. I think they are going to meet and make sure that the price will drop to appreciable level, even though you cannot control so much. And the good thing is that we have now rejuvenated the Tor company. I hope you are aware. My good friend, are you aware? Yes.
The president was over the weekend.
That is good news. Because during the 8-year reign of the MPP, they made sure that Tor had collapsed completely because they depended on the imported fuel. That is where they made their monies. The cartel, that's where they made the money. And Tor, which was established by Kwame Nkrumah in 1963, which was the first company to distill crude oil. The first, yes. It was left to rot during the time of the MPP. And that's why the prices went up so abnormally. And now we saw that, no, we can't rely so much on the global market. So let us begin to distill our own oil, our crude oil we can distill there, so that at least the transportation and the refinery distance will go down. If you subtract that from the normal price of the crude oil, of the finished product, we are going to gain. After all, the price of crude oil, we can't say that it's ours, so we are going to buy it cheap. No, it should be the same price internationally. But you save on the refinery and you save on the transportation. When it is imported from maybe Nigeria coming, the ship, the freight cost is going to add, and the refinery cost is going to add, the removal from the ship is going to cost everything. So now we have seen this and made this a priority. We are now refining the crude, and at one time it was we refined about 45,000 barrels of crude oil a day.
But the question is how all of these directly impacts the Ghanaian, because if by fuel prices increasing over the weekend, we're almost guaranteed transport fares increase.
Yes, as I said, if prices of fuel go up, you can't help it to affect other things. That's why I'm saying I was surprised when the price went down. My good friends were always arguing that no, it had no effect on the economy of the country. That's what they were arguing, that it had nothing to do with prices and all that. But now that it's going up, we are sitting here and saying that, oh, it's going to affect transportation costs, it's going to affect foodstuffs and all, to shoot up inflation. That's understandable. But what I'm saying is that something is being done about it. We are going to put this tour into operation. I mean, it started about 4 months ago, but now I think officially President Mahama has inaugurated it, and it's going to affect prices very much. And this, I know that the fuel now is 14.53. I checked the price.
You checked this morning?
Yes.
14.53 after an increase?
Petrol, increase of 9.41%. Yes, and the diesel is 18.77 per liter. That's 18.3. LPG is also up, and I think that's how it. But I think I've given the solution. That is what we have to do. We have to make sure that where we have advantage, we have to go there and do it. Unlike previously, where they would just leave it to go up and nobody cares. And
the NPP was leaving the fuel prices.
Of course, because the refinery, they intentionally collapsed the refinery.
But if we're even to make the argument with TOR, yes, it's fantastic that it's back on stream and all of that, but it doesn't meet Ghana's demand in terms of fuel consumption.
Yes, but at least something. It's better than nothing. So if we realize that if we put TOR into operation, it's going to reduce the prices, then maybe the next time we build more refineries. Because since 1963, no government has gone into refinery. Yes, so now I think with this happening in the world, we must know that if we don't have our own refineries, we are going to be in trouble. So I think it's a first step. You don't have to leave what you have already to go and start a new one. So we have rejuvenated this one, and I think the next one is to make sure that we establish another one. If we have about 4 or 5 refineries, it is good. Because I worked in Singapore for several years, and it's an island, a small island. But they have about 15 refineries and 4 or 5 major ones. And that is where all ships go and bunker. So we can also emulate something like that and make sure that we can use that the profit there to cushion our oil needs.
The suggestion is that, one, the city has been depreciating. That would have eased a bit of the burden in terms of how much we're paying for fuel. What happened to the performance last year as compared to this year? Because now we're feeling the bite even more because of exchange rates.
Yeah, exchange rate. Yeah.
Then there is the 1 cedi levy as well. You promised that if prices go beyond, the levy will be suspended, but there is no conversation suggesting a suspension or a removal of the levy for a while to ease the burden on the Ghanaian.
I think some 2 months back, the government eased.
Yes, they suspended some aspects of it.
Yes. So now if it's going up, let us see. They are going to do similar things to make sure that the prices go down. And we have to be consistent. You know, the cedi depreciation. People are complaining that we're using the oil. We are using the gold to support the cedi. And the Bank of Ghana was intervening. I mean, as if it was bad. What is the duty of the central bank? The central bank is to make sure that they stabilize the currency. It's one of their aims. And yet our brothers were complaining that we are selling the gold. So if you have your gold, we have not gone below what you're supposed to keep, and we have excess and we sell to make sure that cedi is stabilized. What is wrong with that? They were complaining. So now everybody is now coming to see the need that when we have excess gold, now we have a lot of gold. If in crisis like this, we need to dispose of the gold and make sure that our cedi is stabilized. And only we have to keep there's some balance there to make sure that it supports our cedi. But we don't have to keep all there. I think now people will come to know the sense in what the government was doing. And I believe that since this one is going there, we are going to make sure that it comes down like we did before. For the Strait of Hormuz and the Iran war, it has been on or off. The President of the United States sometimes goes out that he's going to attack. The next day he stops. the next day he's going to attack. So there's no clear direction, and that is causing the volatility. And so I think if there's a clear direction, that even if the war is going on, I think it's not going to affect us much. Because previously we were saying Ukraine and the Russia war, which people were using. But when we came to power, still the war was going on. Right. And yet we managed to stabilize it. But in this case, it's not stable at all. It's going up and down. And I think if there's a clear direction, we will take the solution to make sure that the price of fuel at the city is stabilized.
10 minutes, 15 seconds is what you did. I'm gonna stop you there, and then I'll come to Clinton as well, right? Clinton, you've been listening to Honorable explain what the contributory factors are and what possibly government could be doing to ease the burden on you as an ordinary Ghanaian. Are you satisfied with that explanation and how much you're having to buy fuel on a Monday morning like this?
All right, so thank you very much once again. I think that it's quite unfortunate that we are here again to discuss issues of fuel. In fact, one of the notable identity of the NDC now has to do with the word few moments later. In fact, yesterday on Facebook, someone posted that the few moments later government. And the problem has to do with the position of the NDC on issues of similar nature in opposition and the position of the NDC today in government. If you look at the engagement lines by all the communicators of the NDC, one identity you can find around it is the fact that they have been inconsistently inconsistent. And I like the fact that Honorable used the word consistency, because that word consistency cannot be found in their books. It is evident the position of the NDC on matters of fuel in opposition. We heard what they said when they came to power. We saw what they said, and today we see what they are also saying. In fact, bulls are trapped by their horns and men by their own words. When you keep lying and telling a lot of lies in opposition, when you come into government, you will be trapped by it.
What are the lies?
I'm about to substantiate.
What are the lies that are being told?
I'm about to, pardon?
I'm asking what lies you say are being told, which is trapping them in government.
Oh, but during opposition days, I mean, we had the NDC basically had solution to every problem. In fact, when they were campaigning, measures to mitigate and fix this fuel price hikes were one of the leading arguments they leveled during campaign moment. They said they will reduce the price, they will stabilize it, they would make sure that they find ways and means to use the price stabilization levy to absorb the shocks when issues of this kind come up. But that will not be the bone of contention here, because today I'm not sitting here to necessarily do politics with an issue that generally affects everybody, including you, myself, and the Honorable, as he rightly mentioned. There is one thing that we must collectively appreciate in this discussion, and that general knowledge economic reality is that fuel, just like cocoa, is a global commodity. Clearly, the prices are inherently volatile. They fluctuate as and when the indicators of the global market operate. Such indicators could be the geopolitical tension, such indicators could be international markets, issues, demand and supply on the global market. All these things influences the prices of fuel. Is that not the case? When, in February 16th, when price of fuel was at 9.99, let me get the exact amount. When it was at 9.99 for petrol and somewhere 10.95 for diesel.
Under this administration?
Under this administration, 16th February, when we were jubilating over the reduction in fuel prices, and where Honorable rightly said that during that time, the MPP's position on it was that it wasn't reflecting in the pockets of the people. And so why are we today complaining about it? In fact, that was never the position of the MPP. During that time, what the MPP rightly said, which was a general view of the ordinary Ghanaian, was that this particular benefit we are seeing is as a result of the reduction per barrel of fuel in the global market. And it would certainly decline to have a toll on how, at the pump, fuel is sold. There was virtually nothing that the government had done. And I'm saying that because of what we are experiencing today. The government should be able to tell us what they did by that time, for which reason we experienced that beyond the global prices dropping.
3FM.
What happened? We saw the government taking all the credits. We have stabilized the economy. We have reduced fuel prices. It is not an external factor that is contributing to it. We have stood on our grounds and have put up local domestic policies that has made sure that our fuel prices are good for people to buy.
But did they not? Considering
but that is why I'm telling you.
Consider the fact that the currency was stable.
So we should consider the fact that what has changed now is just from February 2026. Latter part of last year to February 2026. That's when we're jubilating, few months ago. So within that February to this July, August.
There's a war in the Strait of Hormuz.
Exactly. So you see the problem. I won't be here to speak like the NDC. I will not sit here and say that external factors does not affect prices of crude, does not affect commodities of similar nature like cocoa and then fuel. It does. So we should admit that when the price fluctuates favorably for us, we don't politicize the winds to make it look as though we have perhaps initiated certain strategic policy directives that is giving us that win. Because when you say that, and in the long run, the conversation changes because now the price is hiking as high as 19 and as 16 for both petrol and then diesel, then it becomes a problem. That is the bone of contention here. When you claim all the credits for something that is influenced by a global market pricing, and you claim that you sat here and took certain decisions to make sure that we have this benefit, now tell us what is causing. So must we also blame you for what is happening? You see, when the blame came, they are telling us. And I see Honorable mentioning that there is an external factor that is contributing. I will not even highlight that because I will not even accept that from the NDC. But I think that it is fair we all appreciate that the price of crude is largely influenced by the price on the global market. The inconsistency posturing of the NDC is very worrying and very troubling, and that is what has brought us where we are today. The NDC as a party is known for shying away from absorbing the shocks. That's the problem. There are three reasons why we go to the polls to vote. We go to the polls to vote, one, to choose, either give a continuity for the existing government or choose a new government based on how we've experienced them. The other two, which hinges on the main one, is for solutions and for proposals to absorb shocks when it happens. We do not vote for a government to come and give excuses and tell us that, you know what, I didn't expect something like this to happen, and so if it has happened, let us accept it like that. You see, you were mentioning that now it might not even be 2 weeks. Funny enough, in 10 days, we have seen fuel prices increase. Differently. In 10 days. That is how weak the energy sector has become in being able to predict some of these happenings. If you clearly admit, if you clearly admit that global indicators are influenced to the price of crude, then we can all collectively say that, okay, you know what? If the prices are low, there is a high possibility that the price could hike. So what local domestic policies are we putting in place to absorb the shocks? We should be asking the NDC today that what has happened to the D levy. You were asking how much has been accumulated. Have the government absorbed any shocks as we speak? And the answer is boldly no. If you ask of how far with the price stabilization levy, how much has been accumulated, what amount has been used to cushion the ordinary Ghanaian, the answer is no. Nothing has been done about it. They have communicated. In fact, the MPA boss,
there's been some cushioning, right? In previous windows, we saw some part of the D-levy being taken off the price build-up of fuel to cushion the...
We are talking about now. What has changed? So what is happening now?
We're yet to hear a measure from
exactly. So did they not preempt this happening? And you know the funny part of this? When fuel prices increase and you are highlighting the negatives, our NDC brothers and sisters think that it's a conversation of MPP and NDC. But I would want them to know that it is not so. This is an issue that goes down to affect every ordinary Ghanaian, not even the people who only own cars. Because now, when there is increase in fuel, obviously will affect transport fares. Now the price will be shifted on prices of goods and services. It is going to come down to consumption. And let's not also forget that utilities has already been increased. Tariffs on electricity and water bill has been increased. So now we are experiencing this major hike with expectation of it even shooting up. And the government wants to tell us that they had no idea this could happen, especially when Honorable had even admitted that this particular war has been consistent, for which reasons anybody who is within the global market should be able to predict what could happen.
Right, Clinton, you've done 10, 15.
No, let me land.
You've done 10, 15.
Let me land on this.
I'm going to give you.
And so no, let me just land. Don't so that I can have a. I'll just land on it. So it becomes so much of a problem if the government that has been voted to office to absorb the shocks decide to push the entire burden on the ordinary Ghanaian under the excuse, just as Honorable is saying, that they have commissioned or they've operationalized TOR, and so in some, how long is this going to take, and how much of a time are we going to? So you know the question you asked for the show, you asked that how much more can Ghanaians pay? That question should have influenced the opinion of Honorable, not to even be telling us how much more we have to wait for TOR to come and fix this problem. What are the domestic global policies the government is outlining to absorb these shocks? The burden keeps being pushed on the ordinary Ghanaian. The OMCs are pushing the burden, and just as they've said, anytime it comes, you go to the pump and the price will be different.
Right.
This is no time for MPP and to say MPP don't have the right to talk. No. We are not here to do that. We were voted out of power for a reason. And part of the reason is that people were not happy with the way we're managing the economy. You had all the solutions. So you don't come back to our office and tell us that MPP did this, so we should be okay with what you are doing. When you're messing up the economy, we have to question constructively. And that is what the MPP is doing. And I think it is fair that the NDC appreciates some of these constructive criticisms, and then it should propel them to come up with solutions that would help all of us. Because the fuel pumps don't ask for MPP card or NDC card when you are buying. Just like utilities don't question your partisan affiliation before you suffer a penalty on any major hike that sets in that space. And so I think that's my little to add on to this.
Honorable, I'm going to come to you. You're going to do this for me as a response, right, in 5 minutes to the points he makes. So that time starts now, Honorable.
So are you going to take?
I'll give extra time. I'll give extra time because I recorded how much longer he went. So I'm taking.
So I think my brother has suffered a lot in trying to make his case palatable, because as I said, sometimes the MPP, they don't have the moral to say these things. You could see that even though the price of fuel is going up, the population are not complaining. I don't see people complain because yes,
people are not complaining that fuel prices are going up.
They know the way.
A colleague was telling me driving to work the road was free because people are parking their cars. And you say people are not
generally, if I say people are not complaining, it doesn't mean that nobody is complaining at all. Generally, people are not making so much noise because they know the way the government is handling the economy. Because sometimes it's your attitude towards the economy also. It takes how people will take any increment. They will just take it. And that notwithstanding, I think the government is making all efforts to make sure that prices come down. Like I've cited the toll. I mean, why should you allow toll to stand still and then other fuel like they were doing before? What was justification? There was no justification at all that you have a refinery that could refine and even give employment to people. You collapse it and then rely on the importation of finished products. What was the justification? So now if people see that a government has come into power and within 1 year they have been able to put the refinery back into operation, where many people will get jobs and where in future is going to help stabilize the fuel. I mean, people will just give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying that's completely wrong, it's completely good that prices go up. No, nobody's happy. But people are not complaining just because of the honesty that people are.
So to you, there's Ghanaians are understanding of the fact that fuel prices are going up.
Oh, I think so. I think people understand now. Yes, people understand.
I'm struggling to correspond. I'll
Then it will be up and down. How many minutes do you give him to?
No. I want you to proceed.
Yes. So if you do that, you see, I get lost. So when I'm talking, I want a free flow to a free time to go. Otherwise, I get.
No, I'm just curious as to the suggestion that people are not complaining.
No, sometimes you be with your wife, and you tell the woman there's no money in the house, and the woman will understand. Not that it is good or palatable to the woman, but maybe he sees that genuinely there's no money. But if he sees that he said there's no money, and yet you go out and they spend on other frivolous activities, the lady will not be happy. So if you compare that to what is happening in the country, now you could see that the government is just prudent and trying to put things right. Like I've told you, in this fuel crisis, they are trying to operationalize the toll. So don't you think people will appreciate that? Yes, so even if they complain, they'll just give time. They'll just wait and see what is going to happen.
But the pumps is not going to wait for toll to come on stream. They're asking for, as things are right now, what are some of the things that can be done? Because already the threat of transport fares going up is real. Yes. If you speak to GPRT today, in fact, we spoke to them on Friday, they told us that, look, if prices go up this weekend, they will increase transport fares.
I believe the government will do something. I believe they will come out temporary. But these are temporary measures. I always come to this program and say that these are up and down. In the city, we must do something permanently. That one, I do admit. That there should be creation of jobs. We should have permanent jobs like Tor is giving now. If we give production, if production goes up, it is going to stabilize the city. And I believe, my friend was saying that we did not do anything to stabilize the fuel prices. It was because of the stability in the city. Yes, if city goes down, the fuel price goes up because it's always priced alongside the dollar. So if we are able to maintain our stability of our city, I mean, fuel prices will not go up as we see. But now, because of the Strait of Hormuz and the city also depreciating, it's going to affect the price of crude oil. So it will make sure that our city becomes stable, even though sometimes the oil was, the gold was helping. The permanent solution is to make sure that we go into full production. And that is what the government is trying to do. That, see, when we came to power, everything was bad. I mean, the economy was so bad, junk. And we can't do anything without stabilizing the economy. And that's why we have used the 1.5 years to stabilize the economy. All the indicators that...
But within that stabilization, prices stabilize as well. So why have we stabilized now and prices? Yes. We can argue world market and the topsy-turvy nature of it, but the city as well should have stabilized. But we are seeing marginal depreciations, which is
that's what I'm saying, that these things we did, like with the gold and the rest, yes, it is good. But if we want a complete permanent solution, as I'm saying, that we should concentrate on manufacturing. If we are able to manufacture most of the things that we import, permanently is going to solve our cedi depreciation from time to time. Because if we don't do that and we change cedis into dollars to import, it is going to do that. And you can't start this production if your economy is bad, if the system is bad. Which investors will come into such a economy that we inherited a junk economy, completely junk. And you are aware, or my good brother, were you not aware that the economy was classified as junk? I'm asking you, my dear.
I mean, it's rating agencies. Those are info of public knowledge.
Yes, so public knowledge. Yes. So if you come and inherit a junk economy, which investor will come into your economy? To come and invest in your economy? No. So the first thing we came and we had to do is to make sure that the economy is stabilized,
right.
Which I think we have done that. And now the takeoff, I will advise that we concentrate on these jobs and make sure that jobs are created. At least for the next 2 years, we have to concentrate and make sure that good paying jobs are created, and then it will stabilize our city and our economy.
Right. 2 minutes to Clinton in relation to the subject matter. Just 2 minutes, right?
The topic for discussion here has to do with how much more can we pay for prices of fuel. I'm surprised that Honorable sits here and diverts the whole conversation to his own narrative. It looks like he has his own messaging that he's walking around with, and he's insisting on communicating that at the expense of the current issue on the ground. What we have to discuss here is all about the hike in fuel prices, what local domestic policies are being put in place to solve it. If you want us to spend the entire day to discuss your tour, because that is where your script is all about, I'm sorry, but that is not why we are here. And I'm not here to do politics, the usual politics of MPP, NDC rebuttals here and there. We are asking for solutions. We are asking for preparations. You are still engaging as you are campaigning, giving excuses that are flimsy and keep reminding us that, you know what, when they were in power, yes, we accept. It is very insulting to keep doing that referral, because there is a reason why a party loses election, and there is a reason why a party is given an opportunity to govern. You don't have the opportunity to govern and still want to complain on who has left office. You had every solution. You had done prognosis on the economy. You had a fair idea of what you wanted to do. Now you are almost halfway through your administration, and you think this is the time you should keep telling us about MPP. You ask NDC, what are you doing? They blame NPP. You ask them, what are you drinking this morning? They blame NPP. You ask them, what are you doing with the economy? They blame NPP. Is it my fault that you came and you decided to spend on Nkoko Nkete? You are saying that someone was spending wrongfully at other sectors. You have spent on Nkoko Nkete. People have chopped the Nkoko from your own minister. As we speak, you have allocated funds to set up 24-hour economy secretariat. When the policy itself is yet to be found, people's buildings are being collapsed because you want to put up markets for 24 hours. And these are the spendings of the government. So you come back, you are buying sanitary parts to a tune of millions of cedis. And we have no sustainable measure for this, but this is where you've channeled your funds. And today you think the burden should be on Ghanaians on waiting on you to activate or operationalize TOR, when we are buying fuel as of today at almost 19 point something on diesel and 16 point something on petrol. It is very insulting, and I don't think we are not here to chit chat or do anything. These are passionate appeal from Ghanaians, and he tells us that Ghanaians are not complaining. I wonder where Honorable is coming from. You have constituents. You have people who reach out to you. You have been an MP before. You have been a DCE before. You should know some of these things and know how people feel about it. If you think it is all about satisfying the ego of your government, then the people would suffer. Let us be very patriotic for once and stop doing the politics with it. What is the government doing? What is the price stabilization levy? What is being used to cushion the ordinary Ghanaian? We pay for it for moments like this. So in this moment, what is happening? Don't give us excuses. Don't give us lectures and keep blaming. We are out of office. We are not in office. He said when he was starting his conversation, we are in now. Now that you are in government, you said someone is bad. We've given you the mandate. So spare us the excuses and the blame games and solve the problem.
Right.
That is what Ghanaians know.
That's Clinton, is a member of the NPP's National Communications team. You're so live with us here on the 3FM Sunrise. And quick messages, right? You mentioned 24-hour economy. We were having a conversation this morning. Dr. Ishmael Nidodu with the 24-hour economy authority. sent us a message or in relation to an earlier conversation we're having. Doc, we appreciate that you listen. It says he agrees with the points that we need to set standards for our political leadership, especially for key ministries, which aligns with our global vision to expand productivity for the country, because we're having a conversation as to productivity. But you're still with us here on the 3FM Sunrise, and we're talking fuel prices. 053-220-0927. 053-220-0927. That's the WhatsApp number by which you can share your thoughts with us as well this morning in relation to the subject matters we're discussing here on the show for you. I'm going to go for this break, right? When I return, we'll switch lanes from fuel prices and talk illegal mining. And Frederick, I'm sure you have a video or two in relation to activities of illegal mining, which is happening in close proximity to schools, hospitals, and communities, amongst others. Then we asked the question, what's happening to the Galamsey fight amidst all of the other matters? This is the 3FM Sunrise. Stick and stay with us.
2 days, 3 regions.
The Electoral Commission has reiterated its commitment to organizing free and fair elections this December.
How's your week treating you? I'm here to serve you great music tidbit for your at-work listening pleasure.
Rastafari, Rastafari, Rastafari. Our Father, who art in Zion, Kanamawe, Kanamawe, Kanamawe. Oh, turn it up!
Coming to the mountains. Sight and I grandpa.
It's time to drive you home in style with great music, the 411 and all your favorite songs, what's happening around town, and so much more.
And in the headlines today, the two leading political parties have been addressing the public on allegations of corruption. The Black Stars coach has unveiled his squad for the upcoming
conversation on 3FM Sunrise. The big conversation on 3FM Sunrise.
20 past 9 here on the 3FM Sunrise. We're getting into our conversation in relation to Galamsey. My guest still in studio, Peter Yao Kwachiaka, is a former member of Parliament for Amenfi Central and NDC, member of the National Communications Team, and as well Benin Clinton Bafo, also a member of the NPP's National Communications Team. Here's a story which was put together by one of my colleagues, right? I'll have that roll in pretty shortly in relation to Galamsey and its attendance challenges. And there's a bit of a technical challenge, so I'm unable to bring that story to us at this particular point in time. But when that is rectified, I'll have that brought in. But this one, I'll start with you, Clinton. The subject matter of Galamsey. Now we're seeing it rear its ugly head in different places, from schools to hospitals, because there's an Agenda 111 hospital somewhere which illegal miners were seeking to take charge of. The authorities went there and arrested the persons, and the understanding we got as well is that some of the ringleaders were picked up as well. But it does suggest that there's a certain level of impunity in relation to Galamsey and how persons are going about it, Clinton.
Right, thank you very much. I couldn't get the opportunity to highlight this bit in the full. I think it is fair that we send a caution to Honorable Eduji that he should focus on fixing the fuel issue and stop moving from stations to stations, defending Sedinam Tomaku. That is not what he's been sent there to do. But I'll quickly move on to the Galamsey, and then we will look at it. Are you going to give me the chance?
I'm the one who is marking the time.
Exactly.
So
I am expressing my view on observation. It is not your view. I am saying that for a number of times I have seen him on TV, there is little to speak in recent times in this current issue. In fact, he was on TV, I think, last 3 days or so on TV3. And it's obvious that his focal point was to just find ways to defend the Sedinam Tamakulu.
So,
in fact,
since you're on that time, I'm going to ask a specific question.
I will not answer that.
Is there a basis, a justification to suggest that his public speaking on national issues is denying him the opportunity to work or go about his duties?
Well, I think for public communication purposes, if you have been assigned a particular mandate, people expect of you to be able to share some insights and elaborate on certain measures to resolve issues, especially one that directly focuses on his institution, like the fuel price hike. And the loudest, his recent post even on his page, is on a defense for Sedinam Tamakulu, attacking Ahiagba and attacking
so like that's why I asked a specific question as to whether or not
it's a worry.
You believe it detracts him from his job.
It is a worry.
We can have a conversation as to persons in government making comments.
I'm saying
in relation to matters.
That it is a worry.
Because in all of the fuel conversation, it was about happenings outside of the jurisdiction, and then city performance and how things can be stabilized.
Out of his jurisdiction.
No, I'm not saying out of his jurisdiction. I'm struggling to see where he comes in this vis-a-vis or in relation to.
He comes in it in the sense that he's the CEO of the National Petroleum Authority. In fact, any communication on pricing window, any communication on petroleum law, everything in terms of levy, even in terms of how we administer the institution, he is the chairperson. He is the leader.
But what I can say, right, and Edwigi speaks a lot.
And I'm telling you that in recent times, he is so entrenched on Sedinam Tamakulu issue.
Because he's a lawyer.
I think he should focus on the problem we have and allow the court to do its work. That is the point.
But the courts have done their work.
You can't want, but there is an appeal. He is arguing.
There is room for persons to share their opinion.
Can you let me land?
So
I am not disputing his view.
I'm struggling
I am addressing the point that at best he should move a bit away from some of these issues and throw more light on the issues, because
you want him to throw more light on
when the message
matters in relation to
the message is coming from the one in charge. There is hope. What is the direction?
Right.
What are we doing?
Right.
Maybe some of the messages that Honorable is preaching should be preached by him.
So that's
he's all over doing Sedinam Tamakulu defense.
Let's proceed because we've switched lanes.
But I had to add it. You wanted us to delve into that, but I think it is good that it is established.
We've switched lanes
because I think it's becoming one of two men.
I mean,
now
you can
focus on the Galamsey.
Let me just finish. You can have your concerns in relation to whether or not he speaks enough.
I'm saying so. Let me establish my point.
In recent times, whether or not he speaks enough in relation to matters in relation to petroleum, but
because there is a current issue on fuel, which is his jurisdictional mandate,
which is a fair point to make. The only thing I'm saying,
entitled to that opinion. I don't know why you want to really make defensive points.
I'm not making defensive points for anybody. The only thing I'm saying is that those are things that you can say, and so that's fair. Let's proceed.
Exactly. That should solve it. So now your question had to do with
Galamsey. So now I'm going to. Right, you spent 4 minutes.
No, you decided to interject
4 minutes,
for that 4 minutes.
Bringing in when we had switched lanes. But let's proceed. Right. So I'm going to hold you again. Right. I'm going to hold you. The commander who led the arrest, right, of the persons engaged in the illegal mining activities, he spoke to us yesterday on News 360. Here's exactly what he had to say, and then I'll return to pick your thoughts on Galamsey as well.
Video that went around the social media. So I think approximately around 10:30 a.m., the regional minister sent me a video of a Rasus post on the social media platform that there was a illegal mining going close to Sansu MA Primary and GHS in Obuasi. So quickly, we detached our team at Obuasi to confirm whether the video was true. Since they confirmed it was true, quickly a team of National Security, NIMOS, and then soldiers from Phobia were dispatched to the location. So approximately about 1:30 p.m., we got to the location. We were able to apprehend about 15 suspects. We got 3 excavators from the location. We were able to arrest the kingpin or the owner of the site at that place over there. So quickly, NIMOS directed that those suspects should be handed over to the CID headquarters in Accra. So dawn of yesterday, they were dispatched to Accra, and currently they are in the hands of the CID in Accra.
And how long were these miners at the site?
Our preliminary investigation or interrogation, I think they have been there for about 2 weeks. That's what they confirmed. They were there for about 2 weeks.
Right.
And apparently, because the schools were on vacation, that's why they were not able to. Nobody was able to report early. The schools are currently on vacation, so I think that's how possible they were there for 2 weeks before they were able to go outside of that information.
Help us understand where the school is situated in the community, because yes, schools are in vacation, but there are members of the community, there are local government officials. Is it the case that the school is located in an isolated area?
Not quite, but it's quite isolated. But as I say, it was a viral video of a citizen from that town that got to the attention of Erastus and other social media people, that got to the attention of the regional minister, and sent it to the team to go and arrest them. So it's sort of like people didn't know. So a consensus they knew, and he made a video about it and posted it, and it goes to the attention of Erastus and subsequently to the task force to go and apprehend them.
Obuasi is typically a mining town, and we know that there have been concerns of illegal mining and some locals taking advantage of the fact of gold deposit in the communities. What has NIMOS work in the area been like so far? Are you still on the ground, or you're just relying on tip-offs and videos of this nature from residents of the area?
Currently, NIMOS are on the ground, but such areas as build-up areas or hideouts is difficult for them to know. So we depend on whistleblowers, people who give us information, informants and stuff like that. So this is what just happened, like somebody give us a whistleblower about what was happening over there and move there. But I must be quite frank that in Ashanti region, NIMOS have done a tremendous work, especially within the forest reserves, the water bodies, and most of the time when it gets to built up areas like this, if we don't get somebody to let us know, it's quite difficult for us to get to wind of it. But the most important part is that as soon as we are elected, within 2 hours, we'll be at a location to apprehend the suspects. That makes it quite unique.
That's Captain John Jabari. He's Ashanti Region Security Coordinator, speaking there in relation to illegal mining activities in the area. Let me come to you, Clinton. 10 minutes, right? We do 10 minutes on Galamsey, and then maybe 2 minutes on rebuttals, and then we run out of the studio.
All right.
So you start for me.
Okay. I mean, we are once again back here to talk about Galamsey. And it's become more daring and more worrying today than even how it was in the early stages of the administration. That is the early years of the NDC administration this year. Once again, I would quote the notable phrase that says that bulls are trapped by their horns and men by their words. You see, the problem we have with the fight against Galamsey today has to do with the position of the NDC in opposition and the measures they've put in place as they are in government. Today, the status of Galamsey has moved from crisis to now a catastrophe. Today, people have the temerity and the audacity to do illegal mining to the extent that even in schools, in hospitals, as the NIMO director was saying, Galamsey is ongoing. And we have a number of schools that is not just one school. It has happened in Kokoma DA Basic School in Bosomche District. It has happened in Wase Krupon, excavators were captured. It has happened in Abomosu STEM SHS. It has happened in Kwabin SHS. It is happening in Akrokeri Training College. Someone should ask, what would give someone that audacity to say that in a fight against an act through which we have lost the lives of our distinguished political actors, people would still have the muzzle to openly engage in illegal mining like this. The only answer I could give is that these individuals either have close associates in government or are with the government. And I highlight this statement referencing the very own words of the president when he engaged some of the industry players, saying that on matters of illegal mining, he will not kid himself in saying that his people are not part of it. The level to which Galamsey has gotten today is as a result of the shielding of the very people who are with the government that are engaged. When the Nine Bones director was talking, I was expecting him to have mentioned which kingpin is behind that Galamsey issue happening at the Agenda 111 working site. We always do not get reports of name tags. We just get to know that some people who have been contracted to be doing menial jobs over there are arrested, and we hear nothing about it. It's been almost 20 months now. The government should tell us who they have prosecuted after NIMOS arrested them in Galamsey. What is the status report of issues around Galamsey?
To be fair, I need to make this interjection. To be fair, we get numbers in terms of prosecutions from the lands. In fact, the last time the lands minister was at the government accountability series. There was a number which was given us to
So there is a reason why there is public notification of arrest. And the reason is to deter people, to deter a deterrent action to prevent people from engaging in it. Is that not the case? So you have the knowledge because perhaps one way or the other, an information has been communicated at a session where not everybody even listened. But where is the amplifier in telling us that, okay, we arrested these people, this is the kingpin, and this is the prosecution that has been done against this particular person? I do not have that knowledge. And I will not sit here to speak for the minister. But I can confidently say that in the fight against Galamsey, the NDC has lost it. And that is why people have the audacity to engage in Galamsey. It is interesting. It is interesting that I even have to do this Galamsey session with Honorable, whose constituency is well known to be involved in Galamsey. In fact, the lady who unfortunately brought Honorable out of Parliament, I'm sure by now would have been here with a sitting MP. The lady is on record, which I have the video here, to have admitted that she's been in Galamsey for long until the MPP came and then they decided to effect the formalization of illegal mining, and then she was looking at how to survive and sustain the business.
She said she has been in Galamsey for
Yes, she said she has been in Galamsey.
Small-scale mining.
Galamsey. I have the video here. I can send it to a producer to play.
Because there's a thin line between Galamsey.
I'm telling you that she said this is the video. Don't tell me about thin line. This is the video.
Share the video with the producer.
I'll send it to the producer.
There's a thin line between Galamsey
I don't want you to give me that.
Illegal mining.
We know.
Small-scale mining and then small-scale mining and then
mining. I understand that.
Galamsey.
Everybody in this room admit to that education. So we shouldn't shield ourselves with that.
Oh no,
she admitted clearly, and I'm sending it to the producer. I hope you will make him play it.
Yeah, if immediately he gets the video,
I'm sending it to him. The woman clearly admitted that she is involved in Galamsey, and that is how she has run her business for some time now. You
sent it, right?
I can't even find his number.
He's just sent you a message. So perhaps pause and try and send it again. He's just sent you a message. So you see, yes. So the producer sent you a message. So forward that video to him. I'm forwarding the claims. I like to substantiate claims and hold everybody to street.
It's loading. It will get to him.
Right.
This is the very person from a constituency where Honorable is coming from. In fact, maybe Honorable should be able to tell us what caused the devastating state of the land when he was even an MP for the 8 years as a DCE in that constituency, Amenfi Central. And this is a constituency that had River Ankobra and River Pra, right? And the state of these water bodies is so worrying and troubling that we can't even speak much about it. Gone are the days when people would have gone to fetch these waters and brought it to the studio. Today, I'm surprised why we are not doing it here. Maybe Johnny could help us with that, because he was one of the loudest critique of the government, which was an objective critique and is good. And I think that it must continue today, because the current issues around Galamsey is one that is very unbearable. And we must be very worried and troubled about it. What could give someone the audacity to say that I'm already doing Galamsey, but it's not enough for me in my hideout, I want to bring it to schools. And Naimos is telling us that, look, you see the pictures they showed, and they're telling us that it's just 2 weeks that they've been there. I'm telling you, this is about a month or two. If you look at the degraded land and the depth of the degradation, you would know that this is an act that has been ongoing for a very long time. Joy News did a story on this where people were being taxed to do Galamsey. What did the government do about that? The prosecutorial powers of the government has been locked because it had to do with people associated with the government. And that is a problem. Jamin's issue, we are yet to look at it. NDC Abanga's issue, we are yet to look at it. And when you mention some of these things, we have the NDC telling us that do not talk about it because you are MPP. As far back as 12 years or 16 years ago, Galamsey was in a very worse state under President Mills. I have the video here of him admitting that Galamsey has become worse and they have to look at it. And I'm very passionate about Galamsey because you know what? The daring effect of Galamsey in the future is one that will not look at political colors. If our schools are suffering, then anytime soon, we would see the side effect in Accra, because we would also be waiting to get clean water to survive on and to run other things. And the conditions are not one that we should be doing politics with. I'm sending the President Mills video to him as well. These are the issues that are troubling that we need to look at. What has the government done so far? If a president is very much aware that his very people are part of Galamsey and he will not kid himself, he has confidently said, I've added that video to it for him. What is he doing? Did we vote him to power to come and give us excuses? I have a personal issue with the government errors of the president, because this is a president who has had the rarest opportunity in governance. You have been a vice president before. You luckily became a president. You sat in opposition for 8 years, saw the errors of the incumbent, the previous government, and they gave you another opportunity to be in office. You have no room to give excuses. You have no room for failures. If truly you are seeking for a third term, then you must be thinking of what you have done in these 4 years. And anytime we sit and discuss issues of Galamsey, people think that it has to do with MPP and NDC. And I'm telling you that looking at the current state of Galamsey, it is so catastrophic that it is not about NDC. It is not about MPP. It is about the political will of the government of the day in fixing the problem. And to that percentage, I would give them zero. Nothing, absolutely nothing. It is just excuses, theatrics, storylines, headlines, playing on the intelligence of people, and confidently telling us that you know your people are part of Galamsey. What are you doing about it? What exactly have you done? Give us an update report on what you have done about your people that you have arrested. At least that would tell us how committed you are in fighting Galamsey. And I have Honorable here, who has been in government. He has been in the constituency. If you do a research, you will know that Memphis Central is one of the places where Galamsey is very prevalent. In his time as a DC, what did he do? In his time as an MP, what did he do? Yes, he is here. He will be here to defend the issues again. Right. And then we'll still do the forth and back. Right. I will not be here to do the politics of the day with anybody, but I will be here to speak passionately about the concern of the ordinary Ghanaian. Because if Sam George told us that we can end Galamsey in 1 week, and a sitting president should be able to address Galamsey concerns in a week, in 120 days they will fight Galamsey, they would hilariously use AI to face Galamsey, and nothing has been seen about it, then this government is one of the serious governments I've experienced.
10 minutes.
And I won't mince words about that. And so I think we must be very strategic, intentional, and deliberate about fixing this Galamsey issue, and stop this political blame games that anytime you call out the government, they want to remind you of what you did. Yes, we've been voted out of power. It was one of the political tools the NDC used. I'm ending. Okay. It is one of the political tools the NDC used to win power. And so if you have won power, fix it. It is just like how you did with Cocoa. It is just like how you did with LGBT. And you have no room for excuses. So I think we should look at the issues passionately and patriotically from that perspective, and not to score political cards for our party or our president, who is already failing at the fight. Thank you.
11 minutes, 6 seconds, right? 11 minutes, 6 seconds is what you spent. I'm going to read a message which has come through, and then, Fred, if the video is ready, we'll play, then I'll come to you. So you do the same time. 11 minutes, 7 seconds. This is what you also do, Honorable. Mawuena, both NDC and NPP system of governance are same in terms of Galamsey and corruption fight. They have nothing good for the ordinary Ghanaian. Long live Ghana. Juliet in Kaswa sends this message. Fred, if that video is ready, by way of confirmation, or if you've confirmed, right.
I'm 8 years girl. Until you to mining, my family are mining and agriculture until phone mining. I mean,
so the sound says she was born into a mining community, right? A mining community. But these are excerpts. You've taken just about 4 without the context.
No, but he said he started doing galamsey. I mean,
yes, that's mining. She said she was born into mining.
Galamsey.
So the context, you see,
no, he knows it.
And I'm a media person, right? What
I've played her video.
I mean, what we will not seek to do is to take videos out of, I mean, because this interview I'm sure will be in excess of 30 minutes. We take about 5 seconds to make a point.
I'm telling you that she didn't.
That in fairness,
you see, this is the problem.
I'm just making the point.
This is the problem we have.
No, there's no problem.
No, this is the
point
problem.
I am making is that you can argue that this person is arguing.
It is not. It is about 1 minute 23 seconds video. So I don't know why you are telling me.
The excerpt we saw is just.
No, you should ask your producer because I sent him a 1 minute 23 seconds video. So you should ask your producer.
All I saw is.
So tell him to play the entire video for you if you want it.
Fair enough, but the point is made. Exactly. So, Honorable, I'm going to come to you in 11 minutes 7 seconds, right? For you to make your point on the subject matter of Galamsey as well.
It's unfortunate I'm on this set and my very good friend is trying to expose this one. I wouldn't like people to think that I have negotiated with him to play such a video. I wouldn't like people to think that.
No. I actually, this is my first time meeting Honorable.
Yeah, the first
so
time.
I'm not expecting anybody to think. I mean, I'm at the same. People would think because the woman won the seat from him. Yeah. Perhaps I schemed with him to play but that is not the case.
No.
I mean, this is my first time meeting him. So I didn't even know him.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's no scheming. There's no scheming.
To establish that, and I very much like the way my very good friend is going heavily on Galamsey. And he would even want that you agree with one of his people who said that Galamsey people should be shot on sight if they are met. Unfortunately, who is well known as one of the Galamsey kingpins, has been jailed for such activities. And my people are just always citing him as being wrongfully jailed. And I don't know who they want to be jailed to make sure that the fight against Galamsey is real. This man has openly come on the set to boast with the amount of gold and quantity of gold that he possesses.
Honorable, please speak into the microphone.
And that nobody saw anything wrong. These people never saw anything wrong. And now that he has been jailed, they don't like it at all. You must all accept that Galamsey is bad. And so if somebody is caught and made a scapegoat, let's say scapegoat, you must all agree and say that, okay, let us all say that all those kingpins like Buntumi should be brought to justice. Then maybe we will be free. You are now pointing at the MP in my area. I wouldn't like to go there. Let us go. And you spoke about Yamin and Abanga. I think they have been cleared by the Attorney General. Yes, there was investigation and
I don't know about clearance because the last we heard there was investigations ongoing. There hasn't been an update as to the investigation.
I think the last time I issued a letter requesting that the
persons who were taken to Yoko are asking for a conclusion of investigation. But we've not been told.
Yes, they know that the conclusion has been done, so they want official release to come out that they have been cleared. And that is what is lacking. So many people use Yamin and Banga as examples, but I believe that this government, unlike previously, whom the president said Wontumi was doing genuine business, this President Mahama has never done that. He's never exonerated any of his people. And so we must take note of that. And if any of them is caught palpable, I don't think it's going to defend them at all. They will face the full rigors of the law. So, my brother, this Galamsey fight is something. Fortunately, when this government came to power, they made one of their key points to make sure that illegal Galamsey is nipped in the bud. And they brought some ways for people to do legal mining. Because the law is not against legal mining, but it's against Galamsey, so-called. So they brought some points that they should not mine close to water bodies, they should not use undesirable chemicals, and a whole lot of things. And the government tried to give alternative jobs to those who had nothing to do. These things were done, and NIMOS was set up, and then Blue Water Guards was also set up. But I must say that I listened to the commander who was just giving the interview. I don't agree with him at all. Yes, sometimes they give the opportunity for people like my friend to give a bad name to the government. Yes, you give a bad name to the dog and hang it. Yes, that is very bad, because if you have been put in charge of such an operation and you claim that you only saw this when the video came viral, and that is when people reported to you, then what are you doing? Then you must as well put those who filmed this thing in charge, so that when they will go out and see those people and bring them to book. But not that you stay there for somebody to go and do the investigation and bring it to you, then you will say that we went there to arrest them. I don't buy that at all, because that is not why the government has ushered you into this program. They want you to go out there and get the illegals and bring them to book. So I don't agree with him at all. And I think we all must come hard on them, especially those who have been tasked to eliminate this Galamsey. They are the major causes. Like he's saying,
but they are persons appointed by your government. They are the ones.
Yes, that is why I'm saying that the government should not sit down, because if you appoint somebody and the job is not going on, you have to assess. You have to assess the person's ability after 6 months or so, and decide whether to keep the person going or to replace. That one I do agree. But because if we have set up this body, and the Lands Commission also is also doing their part, and this NIMOS is doing their part, and the Blue Water Guards doing their part, and still, if mining is going on just at the backyard of a school, one I saw is at the backyard of the police station. Yes, so why are the police people there still in power? Why? I mean, the commander there should now be dismissed. That one I will not mince words at all, because if it does that, it gives bad name to the government. Yes, if we don't know, we must know that these things, even though we don't support this Galamsey going on, but if something like this, we should get rid of the people. Yes, these people saying that they have not seen this Galamsey going on around these government buildings, then I don't see the sort of job they are doing.
A number of these DCs, district chief executives and all of that, the KPI was that mining should not be happening in their communities.
Yes.
It's happening, and nobody's doing anything from within government.
That is why I will entreat the government, the people on authority, to make sure that they take these things seriously. Because if you're a DC, and this Galamsey is going on in your jurisdiction and you don't know, that means you are not the head of the security in the area. No, because when I was a DC, every day you had a briefing from people, and you know what is going on, except that if you don't want to tackle it. But my good friend was saying, during our time, they had to stop it, and Galamsey stopped. Yes, our time when the government started to clamp down on Galamseyers. Yes. For the rest of my distance, there was no Galamsey, because we seized all machines, and there was strict observance. The police was always going around to make sure that nobody went against the law. So this same thing should come now, that if the government wants to eliminate this Galamsey, like they are saying, not mining, yes, place there, people do mining, and sometimes if you are not there also, you might not understand. The government should try to differentiate between the illegals, especially those doing the Galamsey in the water bodies. That is bad. We all agree. But others too are trying to do it according to regulations. They must be encouraged. They might be taught and helped to do the right thing, because that one also brings money to the economy. If you go to the local areas there, where we come from, the economy is booming. That notwithstanding, we should differentiate between the good and the bad, and make sure that the right ones are done. So this galamsey around government offices and areas should not be countenanced at all. We should not hold brief for them at all. And I will blame those.
Is the NDC failing in the fight? Because that appears to be the position. You're seated here and you're telling us it should not be countenanced, it should not be this, it should not be that. People who are in authority is you and the NDC government.
No, I'm saying that the government is doing its best, but the best is not good enough. It's not good enough. Yes, I must admit. But it is not the fault of the government. It is the people he has sanctioned to do this job. So what the government can do is that,
and get new people.
Yes, I said it. That if you have put people in authority to do this job and you are not getting results, fire them and make sure that you get results. If we don't do that, it will come back to us, because I believe that the president and his cohorts are very, very serious to clamp down on the illegals. And yet, if you are spending so much on NIMOS, and even these blue water guards, they are being paid to do this job, and it's not going on, then you must take a second look and make sure that they do what you want them to do. If not, but if somebody comes and something has happened like this, and you say that it didn't happen only 1 week or 2 weeks, I don't think it is good enough. If you are a security couple and this thing is going on and you are not aware, then it means the purpose for which the president put you there has been defeated. And I will urge the government and say his people to be very serious about this and should not waste time at all, especially the DCs. If you see something like this going on, and you must report immediately. You are the head of the security in the constituency or the district. If you cannot, report to the authorities. And if that person, the DC, is found that when he's sitting down there, maybe taking his cards, then he must be dismissed. Yes, there should be no two ways about that. To clear the government of these things, if we look on, and the DC will come and give excuse that he has not seen it, and then the security man also will come and say that he has not seen it, somebody reported, then it is it leaves much to be desired.
Right.
So we must take a closer look at that and make sure that the fight which is going on, that the gains of the government should not be wasted in these things.
Right.
Because people are going to judge us according to what they see.
All right, 11 minutes exactly. Well, 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I think that'll be it, right?
I need to
1 minute.
Just a few things. So I think appreciatively and conclusively,
1 minute.
Honorable admits
1 minute.
Honorable admits,
because I have to do birthdays and then
Honorable admits that his government has failed at the fight.
No, I didn't say
and
that.
He is telling
He's saying that a lot more.
I didn't say that.
He is telling us that now we should urge the government. You have the ear of the government. If you couldn't do that, then I don't think we are the ones to. We would keep putting you on your toes, but it's your responsibility to fix that. Let me clear that AG has not cleared Abanga and Yamin. That is not true, and that is false. So we must establish that. And there is a notable phrase on the media these days which has to do with, have you read the full judgment? I think respectfully, Honorable. Let me land. I think Honorable has not read the full judgment of Wuntumi's case, because if he had, he would know Wuntumi was not convicted for illegal mining. And if I need to read the entire judgment for him, I would. But maybe if he reads it, he would better appreciate and not say Wuntumi was arrested for galamsey. Showing gold on TV is not illegal. He didn't run it illegally.
Fair point.
So let me land on my last word.
Don't take all the minutes.
That's 1 minute. Let me let Honorable also do. Let Honorable do.
It's not on the issue anymore.
Let him do 1 minute, and then I'll come to. I have to do birthdays.
I come from the area. So if you say that this Wuntumi is not a galamsey, I beg to differ.
Oh, really?
Because, yes, I come from the area.
So we should take your word. I said, have you read the judgment?
Judgment.
What are you talking about?
No, with respect.
We have a judgment.
Relax.
Well,
With respect to why wouldn't me serving a 20-year jail term? It is assigning a lease to somebody without authority.
I know that because Galamsey he himself does not go to the site.
Some of these things come from honorable.
These kingpins, they don't go to the site to do Galamsey. So according to the judgment, he assigned
judgment said he
to
not,
go
so we
and
should
cover
establish that.
To go and cover the isn't it to reclaim?
Yeah.
And if you have not mind, why should you reclaim the land?
He has mined illegally.
He had mined legally and had asked that the land be
So he was only covering.
So
only covering.
So
is that what you're saying?
Conclusively extend.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming.
Let me just do my last. I mean, you know.
Okay, we want to wish.
So I want to conclusively wish my very good boss, the Honourable lawyer Henry Nana Boakye, who is running for the MPP first vice chairman and is one of the lead organizers towards the